Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and mlbb freaks. Today we will be having a fast cup, as it's usual, brought to you by ESEL. Here on the desk, it will be me, Varen1x. You probably know my face from a couple of the casts. And here we will have a new face, and that's being Alice. Alice, welcome to the desk. I hope you will have a blast with me today. And yeah, how are you feeling about today? Of course, we still don't have much information about the teams. That's kind of the thing about fast cups. We know about it all when it gets rolling, but just kind of the vibe. We will have three BO3s. I mean, three series. We will have semifinals and grand finals. So, how are you feeling today?
Okay, thank you, Warren, for the warm introduction. I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious to see what teams are gonna be, how we will be playing, and in general, it's like an honor to be alongside you here on the desk. So you said you know a bit about the teams, or maybe players from the past at this Fast Cup. Can you give me some inside info? Do you know anything more to give me? Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can remind ourselves about the Hall of Champions. We had Boar's Gaming a couple of times, team you may know from
yes.
other tournaments that are being played in Europe. We also had White Army. That is another of the teams that was quite visible on European tournaments. But yeah, there was a little bit of a scuffle. They didn't show up for one of the matches. So yeah, a little bit of a sour taste. I hope everything goes swimmingly if they show up today. But right now, let's talk Void Kids France against Kraboa Petty. I feel like the second name has to be Polish. It sounds like Krabby Patty, but like with that Polish vibe, with that Polish jargon. You think I'm on point? You think I'm right on the money with the Polish Krabby Patty?
I think you might be. I think you might be. I like how you think. I like your Krabby Patty moving to it.
Well, just to bring everyone up to speed, we have Xenox, Pepe G, Hamdax, I, and N. This squad we saw play together already, so they are no strangers to danger and to competition. So yeah, we should expect that they will be drafting very proper and they will be playing very proper. Whereas on the other side, we have a little bit more of a mystery. We have Yarklim, Zion, 07, Cartes, and Limba. Some of the players I know, some of the players I know a little bit less. But so far, draft making sense. Kaja being banned on the left side. So this kind of tells me that Void Kids are expecting that carry could have been picked up by the opponents and they don't really like it. What do you see so far, Alice?
Hmm. I see some pretty meta bans, except for one thing. The Valentina. I honestly I don't consider it as a meta ban, even though it's a strong pick, it's an annoying pick, and it's very bad to have it against your own comp because we all very know we are like having that scare thing about it because she's just copying your ultimate. Then you need to be more careful with what you pick. You cannot pick Grok, you cannot pick Gatot Kacha. Zuxin is banned alongside Harley, so those two bans are not a problem. But also, even if Kaja wouldn't have been banned, also Kaja, you cannot pick it against Valentina. It's a bit strange, if you ask me, that they banned Kaja and then Valentina alongside it. I mean, it should be something that they want to pick, and those two heroes are not good for them.
True, true. I agree. I agree. It's not really feeling like they have the same idea with the first ban and with the second ban. Because on one hand, you are canceling out a big ult from Kaja, but on the other, you are also banning Valentina, which could have possibly stolen Kaja's ult. Favos, on the other hand, making a lot of sense. But you know what this tells me? I think Freya is a first pick for White Kids because everything is leading up to that.
Yeah, they also banned Sora,
Oh,
so
it's
it's a bit.
not.
Oh, I forgot this guy. I don't know about you, Warren, but I keep forgetting about this guy, Marcel. I know it's a new hero in the game, but it's quite some time since he was released. But I keep forgetting him in the banning phase, man. And now we have a preview of Alucard. Me, myself, as a former Alucard player, I would like to see this guy play, and I want to see how he's gonna perform. But yeah, we will see. For the moment, we have Zetian, strong mage. Since you have Valentina out, you have Zuchin out. I think the only one being able to be played alongside as a Freya as they picked, it should be Ivy, if I'm not wrong. So maybe Ivy can be a valid pick for the enemies, to have against Zichen.
Hmm. Yeah, White Kids could definitely pick her up. I have to say, I feel like the Freya first pick should have been right on the money. I feel like picking up Marcel is a little bit of a blunder, but they still can prove me wrong. I am all up for it. 4 picks remaining. They could lock in Granger, they could lock in something like that, which will benefit from the golden hour. But a lot of times I see teams picking up something that doesn't really benefit from the golden hour. And on that note, here we have Claude, who I feel like is not the best idea. Oh,
I
Carrie.
was
All right.
thinking about
Carrie on the other
that.
side.
Yes, I was thinking about Carry because I think Carry is one of the few marksmen that can actually play against Freya because it can be a Freya AXP, but in my opinion, I think here is going to be Freya Gold, and you need
I
something
think
to
so.
actually burst it.
You do. You do. Usually Freya has a field day against squishy heroes, but Marcel is gonna stop her. Leomord is not really squishy, and Carrie, even though she is squishy, she deals so much single target damage comparable to Obsidia, for example, that Freya should have a rough time sustaining herself through it. Because usually a lot of the marksmen have big part AoE and not so much big part single target. But Carrie or Yisenchin, for example, have a lot of that. We are entering the second ban phase. What do you see? All right, Yu Jong being banned, but what do you see should be the bans for both of the teams?
I think so. They should ban alongside that for views. They should ban a Lapu maybe, or something. Maybe yeah, I think Lapu should be a good ban. And since they have a jungler and a mage, maybe a roamer. They can ban Grok. It can be dangerous. Or maybe they can ban
Mm-hmm.
Kalia for pick off. She's also dangerous if she can just pick off Marcel or carry as they wish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Granger is
Okay.
here.
Mhm. Do you think what I think, Warren?
Mm, I don't know. I don't know. What do you
So,
think?
so can they not believe that it's gonna be a Freya Gold and they think it's gonna be a Freya AXP? That's why they banned Granger.
Oh wait, yeah, you are right. Why did they ban Granger? I short circuited. You are absolutely right. That's kind of weird. Usually we don't see Freya in the XP. Like it's a possibility. You can definitely do that. If we ask everyone who's been playing rank for the past, I don't know, a year, you see a Freya's on the XP, and then you like to pick Favos into it, which of course is banned. But usually in competitive, Freya is on the gold lane because it's making much more sense because she fits the needs of the gold lane in the competitive much more than the needs of the XP lane. Because for an XP lane, you usually want someone beefy, someone tanky. Even Lapu, who has a lot of damage, still works as that anchor upon which you can play around. He tanks a lot of damage. Whereas Freya, she is a carry, and usually we don't see carries coming from the XP. We have outliers like Yu Jong, for example, but even Yu Jong is super tanky through his sustain, through all the items that he is building. So yeah, I would be surprised if the Freya was XP indeed.
Maybe they know something we don't. And
They
earlier
might.
they banned Hilda. I don't think that Hilda can be such a problem for Marcel, for Carey, for Leomord. Maybe not with what they could actually get alongside those three. So myself, I was thinking about banning that Grok to not letting open, or even maybe let's say a Kali that can also be a dangerous roamer to be left open. But looks like they don't care for these. They care more about that Hilda and that she has more mobility than Grok, and maybe they consider it more dangerous. And now I'm curious to see if they're gonna pick that Valir. They banned Kimi, so the opposing team they banned Kimi. I would have think on an Ivy, but then you have that Freya. She can just come with the ultimate. She can fly right into your head when you are using the ultimate, the RWM. couldn't be that great. And then we have the Grok, you have the Suyu, stance, mobility to reach you. Yeah, I think this Valerie might be a winning condition if he can just slow them and keep them in place for carry to just hit them, for Marcel to uh, from extra photographing them, to keep them in place for
Yeah,
even
yeah.
longer.
When he catches them in the golden hour, I see it same as you. I think the Valier could work very phenomenally
Mm.
if he is played correctly. Because on one hand, he could work as kind of the stopper to all of the engages. For example, there could be a Grok trying to look for a tech charge. He can get pushed away. I know he's unstoppable in the world, but if he gets pushed before, then it's all going down the trash bin. Freya, if she jumps in, her biggest dash is the ult. So after her ult, if you push her away through the full distance of the second spell of Valier, well, Freya will not have a very good time. She will have a pretty hard time. So I see the value. It will really come down to the mid lane duel and to how this Valier can position himself. I feel like he is such a big major point for his team to work. If this Valier is gonna fall apart, I feel like everything else will fall apart too. We are going into the Land of Dawn for the first time of this semifinals. White Kids Esports against Krabao Petty. Let's fire it off.
Oh, I'm actually curious how these drafts are gonna end up clashing into the game. So you have a Marcel, you have a Grok. Which one of them will be the best suited for the teams to bring the win as roamers? Because you, of course, now you help in the mid to take some hits, pop up some passive from Zichan, but you know,
Freya actually losing out. Oh, not for long. Yarklim going in. Xenox, you should be careful,
ooh,
my man. Yes, Flicker burned. Yarklim already celebrating a small victory on the bottom side.
that's that's a fast resource to be used early in the match. And not even 1 minute, and you already force a flicker. That's very good.
It is good indeed.
So Warren, he got the flicker, and now we see that he's kind of aggressive with that Freya. Do you think that he might actually be very aggressive to force a kill later on?
It really depends. There is Papi G. I don't think Papi G knows that he wasn't in a bush truly. He was standing in front of the bush. So yeah, that tends to happen to the best of us, even to the little bit worse of us. For example, me in my ranked games, I do that so many times. I lost so much kills. Oh, Arlott, let's not go too crazy. Arlott was trying to look for something. By the way, I mentioned that Valir is super important. The same can be said for Arlott. Arlott could cancel out the
Ooh.
Valir think and Limpa needs to flicker out, but it
Ooh.
doesn't matter. Valir will finish her and there's 0-7. Will he get the kills? Will he hit the targets? He will hit the targets, but he gets stunned and he needs to run. Ooh, the Blaze, the Justice Blade's barely missing him by the skin of his teeth. 0-7 surviving for now, but Void Kids Esports should be able to take the turtle now.
Ooh, that was close. This Valir was burning, and he was so low, but he actually managed to go back in time. That was actually nice. That was actually nice. We see Freya in mid lane coming a bit to be annoying on Papi G, and also 0-7, bro, so slippery. Papi G was fast, but not fast enough to catch him. That was very close. You mentioned that they had a free turtle, but it looked like they didn't contest it. Leomore tried to make more farm. Handlax wanted to have that extra level ahead, but it's not gonna be for too long. They are preparing for Lord Papiji is there, Grok as well, with a better position. And first thing Spelliner to be here, look like it's gonna be for Krabova
Big wall
and
smack, Zayn trying to look for something, immobilized on 0-7. Lapu is there in the midst of the fight. Yarklim has a lot of damage, no raging slash used defensively. Krabao Patty getting the first objective of the game, and they are not having a lead themselves, but this definitely helps.
yes, it helps. They were like 5 versus 4 here. We have Golden Hour used by Papiji trying to buy some time for his teammate, for Xenox, to go back. As he was pushing, he was trying to use that gold tower shield to take it into his favor as they lost the turtle.
For a bit, I thought that Zane would volley it off and go tech charge. Oh, Limba. Oh, Limba. Say bye-bye. Welcome to the base. To the base of your team. Yeah. Oh, Papaji. Will he get caught? Yeah, I think... Yeah, Papaji is down for 0-7. Does he have the Sky Pierce yet? I'm not sure. Oh, tight 1v1. Speedy Light Wheels. Yarklim. And dying on the mid. And Yarklim getting killed. He overextended. Xenox, even without the corrosion side, actually... That's the big part. If Freya doesn't have Vengeance, she's gonna lose those 1v1s if Carrie has ult.
Yes, bro, I told you we're gonna see that Freya being aggressive, but still, Carrie had the flicker because it was way too far from that first minute when she used the flicker. So of course she would have it. So Freya was very aggressive, trying to kill her in the tower actually, but she was too slippery. She was too fast with that flicker and was enough to save her.
PUBG. He doesn't have the Thunderbolt yet, so those stuns are just annoying, not really attaining anything. Maybe just frustrating your opponents a little bit more.
Yeah, indeed. He was frustrating his opponents, but 0-7 punished him earlier, so if he's not careful, he might be punished again. 0-7 trying to catch maybe Lapo or
there's a 2v1. Xenox, can you survive? He doesn't have the flicker. Zane has the wall and he has the tech charge. I'm surprised Zane didn't go for it. Oh, there's a 3v2 0-7. I think you will you. On the golden hour, frozen moment.
Nah, no way.
Oh, now the Justice Blades. I was saying that I don't see much synergy for the golden hour, but Justice Blades, yeah, they can work.
Nah, there was no way, bro. He would escape that golden hour, bro. I swear, this guy would have been MVP of the game without the game finishing if he would have escaped that one from
Agreed.
4 enemies golden hour from Marcel, and you just escape like that with like barely HP. Nah, man, let's give this guy an award, but he didn't, so maybe next time.
I think Freya could get Dove. No, not really. They still know she has a flicker, she has the Valkyrie's Descent. Arlott pushing topside, Lapu needs to defend. 100 seconds for the next objective.
So they got some objectives. They got 2 kills, Krabova, but somehow the farm is in the lead of Void Kids. Not for much, but
oh, this was a beautiful bait. Yarklim, you will die because you cannot take this. Even the 1v1 would be sketched, but a 2v1 with a Leo flying out of the bush. Ooh, and what a jump scare.
And now the goal is going even more for the Void Kids. As now another fight starting with Grok.
The tech charge, golden hour pauses it all. Pepe G with the stuns. Not getting the Thunderbolt stacks just yet, but the stuns going through.
Interesting. That was a fight where we saw so many resources being used. Nothing much than just pokes, some ultimates thrown in, and everybody was going out like, nah, we're not fighting this. Let's just go back. But not just one side, but also the other side. So both of Void Kids and Krabova, they were just fighting, and at some point they were like, nah, let's just go back.
And it makes sense for Krabova because they should peak around mid game. It's kind of rough because usually Freya should be the superior power in the late game, even compared to other marksmen. But the problem is she's matched against Carrie, and Carrie, she's gonna outscale that. Oh, but can you outscale this team fight? Oh, big land shaker through flicker. Curtis got stunned. He needs to run. Raging slashes are there. Curtis dies. He could not even use his final slash. Zayn getting killed. Limba needing to run. But I think 2 kills will be enough to satiate the beast that is Void Kids Esports.
Ooh, that was a good trade because it was bot tower for top tower. Asuya was pushing with Leomord there, but then... oh man, then that Lapu's ultimate with the flicker and stun on top of them, and Valir burning them with the stuns and slows and everything was finesse to just send 2 of them in the base. They didn't have HP to stand into the damage from carry. So now they had the advantage, they have the farm, they can secure this first Lord of the game, but not until this fight.
Oh, and going too deep, there's a Phantom Steed. Hamdax will try to change the tide. Can he do it? Yarklim flicker now. Oh, there's the Land Shaker with the Raging Slashes. He does the AoE. Eye is there, and he is ready to rumble. 0-7 running away, and Limba will keep her neck on her shoulders through the usage of flicker. But this means that Void Kids will be taking the Lord.
Ooh, bro, these Lapu, This Lapu, it's killing some big time, bro. He is engaging so nicely. He's actually, I think I'm looking at you, Warren, when you're playing in the Lapu. And this guy just flickering in. Well, he didn't have the flicker at that moment, but he's just using everything he got to set up for his team, to put enemies on the plate. And it was indeed a 1-for-2 trade, but they got the Lord as well. Now they have the advantage with the Lord coming on the bot side, top lane. They can push as well with Xenox here, Papigi surveilling the area. Wow, Freya.
Valkyrie's Descent flying in, but there is so much damage coming through to Yarklim.
What?
He got killed. Even Papigi was able to single him out through the passive. Curtis running away, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't get followed actually. Fight in the mid lane, Hamdax 3v2, but he doesn't care. Line Shaker, Justice Blades, get out. So far, Void Kids are playing very, very good.
Bro, where is this damage coming from that carry, my guy? They were melted there. Bro, Freya was down in like a matter of milliseconds. She was like, even before the golden hour being there placed, she was like nearly dead. And then Marcel just finished her off with a bit of stun. Oh, that was insane. Carry 304 is starting to be kind of a pain for Krabova. They need to pay attention for that. Xenox on the carry, because he's doing a lot.
What we are seeing, I feel like Krabova has a little bit of a discourse through their heroes, because if you look at the comp, it's kind of on the bursty side, and then you have Freya there. Zetian, she is a little bit more of a DPS. She's kind of like Kimi, but still. Oh, there is a fight. Let's talk later. Limba getting targeted. She needs to run, but she could not even flicker. She gets destroyed. There's the Line Shaker stunning up Grov, who doesn't have his flicker because he used it on mid lane. Double kill. Hamdax running for Cortez. Cortez missing the final slash. Oh my, everything is going wrong for Krabova and everything's going good for White Kids.
Oh boy, down they go. Zane and Limba, both of them nearly in the same time. I saw Papigi trying to ult there. He ulted, but he catched Valerian in his own ultimate, so it wasn't that good. But Pokes coming here in the mid. Maybe they want more than just the tower. Nah, they just took the tower, go back. Valerian being as annoying as it can be, with those flames coming onto the ground, keeping them away. Just let us take the tower and we'll be gone. But not for too long, because here
This
on
face check
top
will be
lane,
costly. Or will it? Actually not. I was kind of expecting them to hop in, but not really.
no, they play aggressive. They play aggressive, but at some point they just decide midway to just go back. You know, like, I don't know why. They have a 5k nearly gold advantage. They had tower advantage. The map is very much wide enough for them. So you have a carry with 3-0, you have Leo mode 107, you have I on that lap being as perfect with the setups as he can be. So yeah, just go for it. Go for it. The enemies are coming to you and you just let them be. Nah, man, just aggressive to see for them. But they're also proven to me that they're good.
Gold catching too. Not really resulting in anything. Void Kids got another Lord, right? It's the second Lord that they got. They
Yes,
got
yes.
it at, yeah.
They got the Lord. They got the Lord. But if you ask me, as I was saying, they're giving them too much space. Like, they are just letting them take the jungler. So Siri is just clearing his orange buff like it's nothing. He is also level 15. I wouldn't have expected to be with this disadvantage that they were putting in, that was created by Void Kids. But let's see how will it go with this Lord coming back into mid.
No, 07 trying to go for Papigi. Oh, Hamdax got killed by Yarklim into
In a
1v1.
1v1.
Hamdax, what were you thinking? You cannot dance with the Valkyrie Queen. Now she has a flank. She doesn't go for the flank, but it bought enough time to kill the Lord. And Krabowa Patty will live for longer. This was a nice clutch.
Oh, Arlot coming in, no!
Cortez going in. No, that's not the moment. Yarklim actually jumping over the golden hour. But no, he got killed by Xenox. The true damage is too much. There is still a highlight shaker on 3. Tech Chart trying to pause the fight for a bit. 07 getting killed. Limba needing to run. It will result in 2-for-2. But the Lord and the defense has been successful for Krabowa.
Ooh, they are looking some something here. They want to. I thought that Arlott was not good there, but he did his job, and now some pokes from Lapu being annoying as he was entire game, but he cannot do too much. He is
He isn't
tanky.
taking damage. LSED, he isn't taking damage.
He's not.
His health bar didn't move an inch. Anything it did, if anything, it moved up, not down.
Yeah, he was healing, bro. He just chilling and healing.
Oh, Yarklim. Sane. Doesn't care. He goes in. Pepe G. Golden hour on 3. 0-7 dodging it. Pepe G running through. Pausing it for a bit. I is the target. They are trying to go for him, but he has the bravest fighter line shaker combination. And he is raging, slashing through all of them. It's like a knife through butter. Big cool final slash, but it's too late because this fight is already over. And so as the fight is over, it might be the over of the game. Game over. Because Krabowa Perry has no one to defend their base. Their base crystal will now get targeted by 5 members of Void Kids as they will take their rightful place as the kings of the first game.
Ooh, I like what I see, bro. Void Kids, nice wipeout. That shouldn't have been a fight to begin with. As I was saying, they were too free on the map, and they also noticed it. So Krabova, they noticed they are free on the map, and they kind of forced the line. They're going too close to the enemies with Zane, with Limba. Also, 0-7 was in the middle of all the damage. You have, bro, you have Hamdax on Leomord, you have I with the Lapu, you have even a Vali. How do you think you can move in the middle of those three with a carry to deal extra damage, you know, to burn you out in like seconds? He just went in, and in the next second he disappeared from the map, my guy. So as I was saying, they got too far from the line. They crossed the line and they got punished as Void Kids just made a clean wipeout and ended the game with a 1-0 for them.
Truly. And when we saw the items, I would like to mention another fact, and that is that no one really had Chastis. Even though Chastis was so useful for against Void Kids roster, because they had so much burst, so the passive of Chastis that heals you up will be good. And on the other hand, they had Carry as the primary hero who's gonna dish out the damage in the team fight, so you would cancel her out with the anti-attack speed. What I would expect from Arlott, for example, is for him to go to Fury Hammer, and then instead of Oracle as the first item, he should have went Chastis as the first item. Because then imagine, he jumps on top of Carrie. Carrie has no business. She's gonna get 1v1 by Arlott, but that's not what happened. Carrie had a free reign over the game, and the rest is history. Valentina being banned on the blue side, so yeah, they really don't want to get her through. And I kind of know why, because with Valentina, it's really tricky. You either go for her, but then you need a very, very good mid laner, like God Believer, for example, right? Am I right?
Yeah, bro.
Who
Yeah.
plays Valentina on mid lane? But if your mid laner is not so comfortable with the pick, you rather skip it. Because if she is there, you need to constantly think, all right, so if we take it, they will take it. So we cannot take Grog, we cannot take Sora. So the better thing, just ban it, play without it.
Okay, so I just don't know why they just keep banning Valentina. So it was last game, also the blue side banning it. So, bro, just let it open and pick it. What can it happen? You winning? I don't think they don't want to win. So I want to see that Valentina, bro, and I want to see a draft against her to see how or what can you pick against Valentina, because you need to be more cautious.
I mean, usually something which has kind of bad ult. So, for example, Claude is not the best for Valentina. Who else? Who else? Like, honestly, Moscow, not the best as well. Like, I know it does reasonable damage through the ult and she can move on the map, but that's about it. It's kind of just utility. And Valentina, I feel like, and I might be completely wrong because I never played it, but the way I feel about Valentina is that she wants to steal that huge damage ult, so her whole kit is excellent after that. If she steals somewhat of a like whatever ult, like that's not doing so much damage or so much CC that it doesn't even matter that she doesn't have the damage, then she's kind of lackluster.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, so my curiosity would be now. They took Zichen out, and now they took Carry out. They took a hero that was banned as well, but one hero that was picked by the enemy and one hero that was picked by them. I really wanna think what would they pick on the mid. So Zuxin, if they are not banning Zuxin, can they pick Zuxin though? Or are they gonna take it out? Or if they ban Zuxin, would they pick Kimi? Because I saw they banned Kimi last game, or would they go with Ivy? Or maybe Kadita, go crazy, just just pick Kadita. Hmm.
Kadita, nah, man. I don't think
Why
Kadita is the
not?
way.
It could be fun, bro. It could be fun to see a Kadita camping in a bush and just go like that.
Well, Xenox is on the pick and Zane is there with the pick off. He got away the Marcel from the opposing team. So no more Marcel, but a Sora slips into their hands. Yeah, would you agree that they are doing my boy Sora kind of dirty? He's been around for how long? Like 2 months, and the only skin he has is this, which I wasn't even sure if it's a skin because it's so similar to the base skin. Give me more Sora skins. Come on, just one, which is this week.
Mm, just wait for it. Maybe they have something in the plan that we don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Okay, but
Oh,
now
you
they
know what
picked.
would be good? You know
Okay.
what would be good?
Mm.
Actually, I I don't know, but I feel like Luffy Sora could be good, right?
Ooh, that's not bad. That's actually I think that most of the people that when they saw this hero coming in, they thought of Luffy. So that might actually be good. If Mutun can pull off a One Piece collaboration, that would be crazy. That
I
would be
think
crazy.
it's cooking up. I think actually it's confirmed. The only thing that's not confirmed is which heroes are gonna get which skins. But we talked about it, I believe, like yesterday
Hmm.
when I was casting, and I think Zakota said something like that, or scared, not sure which one. Yeah, actually scared, the anime guy, of course. Well, back to the draft. We have Valir being locked in. It looks like White Kids really like him. Maybe they, uncovered something good. Hamdogs with a Lucas though in the jungle. I don't know about you, but for me, Lucas has been kind of deadbeat lately. I never saw him being played like in the ranked, yes, but on competitive, nah, not at all. So such a high prio on Lucas is surprising me.
Mm, so if you ask me, he actually is decent. I didn't also saw him play the quite much. I mean, barely saw him picked in the jungle as a prior pick, but he's sustaining a lot and he's dealing a lot of damage for sure. Especially if you take him in the jungle and farm it properly, it can be very annoying, especially when you have a sitting target like Ivy when she's ulting. Versus YSS, questionable. He can dodge, but for how long? You have the dodge, then you need to play with the passive. But if you have Lucas with the base in your behind you, in your back, I don't know. I want to see. I want to see the match and see how is he gonna pull off this Lucas in the game. I mentioned you banned the Zuxin, you banned Valentina, Zetian. Sorry, Zetian, not Zuxin. Zuxin is open, so everything else to play is
Oh
like
yeah,
Ivy.
yeah, Junction is open. What's going on? What are
So,
we watching? Why
so
did
I
no
don't know,
one pick
bro.
her up? Yeah, why did no one pick her up? This is diabolical. Alice, how did we miss
Bro,
that? Oh
I
my.
don't know. I mean, my only thing about this is like they wanted Ivy to be, I don't know, something for slow, for poke, or
For the kill
whatever,
box, for the
right?
kill box.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
with
Marcel.
Marcel. Right, Warren, right. We think the same. But then they had the Valier that was very annoying last game, so maybe they want to secure that Valier.
You know, I would agree with that, but I see one issue there, and that is Valier had such a specific spots in the last game because there was Freya who could get cancelled out, there was Suyo, for example, but now if you look at the heroes, there is no one really who is scared about Valier. as far as anyone on the side of the blue team goes, no one cares. No one really minds Valier.
Hmm, that's kind of interesting. Maybe they don't want him to push them away or to keep them at distance. Maybe just to poke them. Like,
Nah,
you
man.
got,
They are not picking Barats. I'm sorry to cut you off,
bro.
but they are not locking that in. I would. Nah, that has to
But
be a
why
joke.
not? Why not? Rome, Rome Barats, my guy. Rome Barats. It's just it can be, bro. It can be a good Rome. Let's say hypothetically, right? As a peak of Rome.
All right.
So it's
I will
not
let
that
you cook.
bad. It's not that bad, but I'm sure he just showed something to just have
Mess with us. Mess with
yeah.
our heads.
And they picked Claude. So they showed
Yeah,
it's
they did.
scary, but it's banned. So now they have the Claude. Hmm.
Though I have to say, Claude is kinda bad because
Lapu,
he.
bro. Lapu.
Hmm?
Lapu here.
Lapu
What?
for the left side? Yeah, Lapu could be good. I agree. Lapu could be decent. You
Bro.
also need someone who's really beefy. Lapu fits that bill. He, other than literally a tank XP, okay,
Okay.
CC can work, cause her curtain call will cancel out the dashes,
Oh.
which is a big part of Sora, big part of Lucas, and potentially can even tie up the BMI from Claude. So you know what? You know what? Could not be bad, but there is one but, and that is the blue team is so squishy. Krabby Patty are so squishy that, oh my, if they get caught by Lucas, by the combo first spell ult, they will die. All of them.
Hmm. They showed Guinevere. It's not a bad pick, but I think Khalid is more versatile here and better to be used. Yeah, they got the Khalid. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I like Guinevere. I like to see some nice setup, right, with the Guinevere.
She's
But
so
Khalid here
flexible.
is better, bro. I know. I love to see a Guinevere. Also in my team, not the quite the ones that they are just flexing with their win rate, with their scores, and when you have them in the team, it's like 0-10. No, don't thank you. I don't want that. But it's nice to have that one on the map to see some nice setup for your team. But Khalid also, if you ask me, it's better here than Guinevere since you have Hanabi. She can just use that edges and immune the jump, the ultimate. Then you have YSS. It can also immune. So Khalid, it can be more annoying than Guinevere here.
All right, we are moving into the second potential match point. Potential because Void Kids might not turn it through, but they might. Because Krabawa Patty needs to come back. This is a BO3. 1 point up are Void Kids, and 1 point, well, 0 points currently have Krabawa Patty. Midline should be the prio for Void Kids, because this Khalid, oh, he's going to be nasty.
Ooh, he's going to be, and I'm curious if Marcel is gonna be as annoying as he was last game, but it's a different team now who is playing it, so I want to see how he's gonna perform. I'm actually curious. He's gonna pull it off like last game.
There's one thing that I am fearful about, and that is that Cartes doesn't have Vengeance. He has Flicker. Oh, and there is Engage from Pepe G. That's the power of Khalid. Oh, no, he's all right, flying on the sand. He's basically snowboarding, but in summer.
Oh, already 2 flickers used by Void Kids. Okay. Maybe a shutdown there. Sorry, a
Oh,
first blood on top.
Lucas is in the opposing jungle, but he is too deep. He will die. Is the that goes to 0-7. What was Lucas thinking? I don't even think that's worth. And Pepe G, he will die as well.
Ooh.
Double kill for 0-7 and a kill on top. Cartes gets a pick off on the top side, even without using the flicker. Fraboa Patty with a great start.
Bro, I thought that I is gonna be the first one to go down. He was very dangerous place there, but looks like Lucas had some other plans, and now maybe more.
Oh, Lucas does again. Hemdex, what were you thinking, my man? Papi G2. It's 5 kills for Kraboa, and 4 of those, you know where 4 of those are? They are on YSS. And if there is a guy who you don't really want to get fed, well, a lot of people, but on top of that list is YSS.
What's happening, my guy, bro? Are they a different team playing here? Am I not
I think
seeing
they
Krabopa
swapped.
from last
I
game?
think they swapped.
Bro, what?
Hamdex cleaning up his jungle. I'm surprised that he's not getting invaded again, because he's such a low level. He doesn't even have level 4, which is very crucial for Lucas.
Now he has it, he's prepared, but still, level 6 versus level 4. I know he's tanking enough, I know he's dangerous enough with that beast form, but still, my guy, it's 2 level difference.
I have to digress. I think he's a little puppy. I think he's a little baby lion. I think he will get one shot. Cartus with the 1v1 against one eye. Okay. Yeah, he oh, cheeky snipe through. Hamdex with a jungle steal though. Yarklim? Nah, Yarklim didn't get it. Yarklim might get Dove.
He needs to take back some farm, and I so low there on top. He's barely surviving, and he managed to defend that as well with Puppy.
Hamdex has been found once more. He has the beast form. Sacred Beast. It's a 1v3. I'm not sure. He gets immobilized by the Higambana. He gets the pick off and he runs. Hamdex, how did you do that? But 07 is there. The hitman, the guy, the agent. He gets in and needs to flicker. There is I. Shifting skies. He charges it up. He has the damage and he flickers in. He gets the pick off. Cartus dies and 07. Can he get the pick off? Oh, he tries and he gets it. Traceless out. CC immune. Hanabi dancing on the knife's edge. And Pepe G needs to use the Sengar in the bushes to heal up.
No, 5-0-1 on this. Why it says 07 is definitely cooking this game. 7-2 and 2k farm gold lead. More going.
My man Xenox, what was that? Like I swear, Hamdex and Xenox. All right, Xenox is probably not in the same, bin as Hamdex, because Hamdex died 3 times in the opposing jungle. But Xenox is trying to follow his lead. Xenox, don't do that.
He was quite unlucky. He was nearly killing that Yarklimbo. But nah, Wysis was there delivering the hit and got another kill on top of those 5, making it 6-0. My guy, he wants the win, he wants the comeback. And so far he kind of delivers it, but we need to wait, see how they will get later on.
Ortas. By the way, if you remember the one shot that Lucas delivered to the Marcel, that's what I feel like will happen to the rest of the team. If there is a fight, oh, Hamdex actually got it! Red 3 is in his hands! Cartus needs to think about his next move. He might get Dove.
That was hard for Hamdex.
Oh, Yarklim! Yarklim, my poor man! What were you doing out of the tower? Oh, and Lucas. Oh, Alice, I think she is gonna die. Oh. Yeah, CC is dead. That's what you get if you don't have vengeance. You are squishy. You are so squishy. You are paper thin.
Bro, what happened? All of this from only lost turtle? Like, guy, you had the upper hand. Now you lost 2 members and then you lost top tower. What's this? And the 2v3 bot lane, maybe more. There, wait, nah. The top lane. Oh, Warren.
Oh, 2v2. There is the big blast from Hamdex. But no, Hamdex has to run. Very formidable, this guy Hamdex is. He died 3 times. And I don't know about the gold. We would have to see it. But just from the levels and from how much damage he's dealing, I feel like he's not really that far behind 07. And that's pretty formidable.
Well, he was 1 level behind him and he got the turtle. So we can call him a little retry god there. He did his job. He did his job very nicely. And now Claude is just pushing. 1 more tower down for them. Something happened. Ooh, nice escape by Xenox. That was a nice bait.
Is the BMI, the usual stuff. Oh, golden
Oh,
hour, that's not your typical. And there's the Higambana. Oh, it immobilizes, but there is no one left to follow. Is there. Shifting skies. He's going in. He wants to kill them all. He has blood in his eyes. He wants kills. RWM there to separate the fight. Hamdex with a blast. He gets the shutdown, and now he flanks. He goes for Cartes. Can he get him? I think he can. He has the first spell charged up, and can he
no
get a
way.
triple? Oh, baby. It's not a triple, actually. Xenox stole it away. But Hamdex, look at the man. He is cooking.
Bro, I think it was a triple. It was a triple, nearly a maniac, but bro, my guy just shot an Rasengan from the beast form and made a double kill like that. Woo! Hamdax from 0-3 to 4-3 and from so much gap being in the lead with 2k. Nice, well played. They are looking very nicely. They started on the wrong foot, but now they're just coming back. I actually thought Krabova have the lead for this game and that they might end it, but as I said, just need to wait and see.
Zane, you're playing a dangerous game. Oh, 007, don't go in, my man. Actually, just go in. Oh, yeah, the nice body block. Hamdex, golden hour not really hitting anyone. Hamdex is back in his jungle, and now you need to wait 90 seconds for the next lord.
Ooh, that was a golden hour, very nicely there, but didn't actually catch anyone. And 07 had the damage on Hamdex if you saw that purple buff. It was nearly down. The beast form saved him. Maybe if he would have forced more, 07 could have get a shutdown on Hamdex, but we never know since it didn't happen. So I love how they playing. I love how they are showing more strength this game, Krabova, but will they have the strength to keep it up and now make their comeback again?
Well, there is the problem, and that is they are super squishy. There is no one for them to tank in front. All of them are paper thin. Same for Zane, same for Cartes. I don't know what he is building, but in this game, he should literally just go 4x and full tank, because no one is there to tank.
Yes, indeed. And also remember that he doesn't have the Vengeance. He's playing Chichi with Flicker. You need someone to stay in front of your team. If you don't have that Vengeance to extra sustain, you're gonna be in danger. 0-7 here, nearly ganked by 3 people, but he just ulted and ran away. Ooh.
Mountain Choker, but it's going to be back in a timely fashion. Oh, I getting stun up, getting immobilized even. I needing to run, he's quite mobile. 6 seconds for Lord. The question is, will Krabova take the fight or will they skip the fight?
So YSS ulted earlier. Cartes as well used the curtain fall, but didn't follow up too much. They have -2 resources for this upcoming lore, so they need to manage the waves first and then contest, or maybe don't just defend because they are just melting this lore, my guy. Whoa.
The Lord is gone before you could even see it, before you could even think about it. Xenox hopping out, typical BMI stuff. Pepigi in the bushes. How the tables have turned. Krabova looked so good, and now they are trying to defend their own base against, I wouldn't really say necessarily a final push, but against a push that you don't really like. Your opponents are in a gold lead and you are getting back into your base to hide.
They are forced back, they need to defend, and they are pushed back. They are pushed back as, I mean, they had a space, and maybe now... Ooh! Bro, did you saw that? Valir, bro, he's just keeping a distance that YSS. We thought that he might have the immunity and he escaped, but no.
He had to flick. He had to flick, though.
Still.
Oh, golden hour on 3, but no one is there to follow. He is just buying time, but that might be enough. Can you defend the tower? I don't think you can. But on the other hand, you only lost 2 towers, I believe. No, two towers. You only lost 2 towers from the Lord push. If you don't lose more, oh, you will lose more. You will lose a third. All right, but considering the fact that white hits are super strong, oh, Gambana! No, there's a Purify on Xenox. Xenox is super low. I think this is the fight you should take. The both hits and he didn't have the flick. And now Malefic Roar completed for 0-7.
Bro, he actually pulled off killing Valerie in the same spot as earlier, bro. It was literally the same spot. He got killed where he should have fallen earlier, but he escaped with the flicker, but now he didn't have the flicker. They're starting a fight in mid lane,
Oh,
bro.
wait a second. This is a nasty fight. Xenox already jumping out, but
Ooh.
Limba is so low. Oh, the jumping from I.
Whoa.
Sora finishing the job. And there is Yarklim. No, Yarklim is dead. Mega kill. Hamdax is jumping in. He blasts them apart. And he uses the first spell to finish them off. There's a golden hour. Pausing the fight for a big. Can 0-7 finish Hamdax? That's the big question. I'm not sure if he can. Hamdax has so much damage. 0-7 barely escaping with his life.
Bro, they're cooking. Even though Sushina is having that huge advantage with the kills, he's no more there because he's one level behind Hamdax right now. He's struggling to defend, he's struggling to do something, and Valerie is keeping him in slow, in pushes, in burn. That's annoying. I think that this Valerie is doing the job that maybe we think that Sukshin would have done it, but a bit better. But no, Papi G here with Anne, they're as annoying as they can be. And Marcel, he actually used that golden hour on spot, but they were half dead. So it only bought time for them to defend and just retaliate for better position.
Oh, that could be a good initiation. Zane, there is,
Ooh.
but Pepe G and I are trying to split it apart.
Oh.
Xenox with the jump in, blazing duet, he has it, but now there's Lucas who's gonna smack them apart. Killing spree. Xenox is dead. 0-7, can he battle it out? I'm not sure. There's the big beast in front of him. It catches him, it one-shots him. W for I, shut down for I, and now they are on a chase. Monster kill of this monster. Hamdax is the monster on the side of Void Cat, and he is not letting them breathe anymore because he is gonna end their suffering right about now with this final base push. I think they can get it. Yes, minions, they are getting targeted. I don't think there's enough time for respawn. 4 seconds, 1 minion left. Actually, do they get it? Do they get it? There is Limba. Limba tries to defend.
Yeah,
No,
they
it's
have
too
time.
late. Base Crystal explodes and White Kids Esport take it home. We have the first finalists into today's grand finals.
Ooh. They had such a good start. What happened? What happened? They started so lovely. They had the upper hand. They played aggressive. They were everywhere on the map. And somehow, from that one little turtle lost with hand-ups, bro, this guy with under level, he got that retry, and from there the game changed. Like all the advantage they had, Krabova, somehow it vanished, and Hamdax was in the spotlight somehow. And then it just went smoother and smoother for them. Yes, N was catched with that Valerie sometime from not a good position, but it was not enough for Krabova to take the comeback as they started that good. So bad luck for them.
I feel like it came down to multiple issues. Exactly what you
Indeed.
mentioned. Hamdax had so much power to climb back into the game. He was 0-3 and still it was still playable from that position, which is crazy. That's crazy effort. And usually in competitive, if you're 0-3, it's kind of over for you. So big props to Hamdax. He's definitely a guy to look out for. But you made it hard yourself for the draft. For Boba Patty, they decided to go with such a squishy draft into so many bursty heroes. Sora, Lucas. All right, Valir, not the burstiest, but still he throws a little bit of that spice in. Then you have Claude with the Blazing Duet. Those heroes, all of them, they usually struggle against heroes who have a lot of tankiness because they will throw their combo, and if the opponent is alive, they have nothing left. But if your Volt team is dead, and we saw that especially in those last fight, it was two-man show. It was Lucas and it was Sora. It was Hamdex and I, XP and Jungle, and they cooked together. Perfect meal.
They did. I actually like what I saw. And for a second, I actually thought it's gonna be like a clean comeback as that Oasis was scaling so much. But it was like I was wrong. I was wrong. My bad. My bad. And
I was surprised by it too. Yeah.
yeah, so actually you mentioned that Lucas is not quite of a powerhouse when you pick it as a prio in the jungle, but it looks like he, even with that
I
all
eat my words.
disadvantage.
I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Hamdex, pick your Lucas anytime you wish. Anytime you wish, sir. Go for it.
He actually proved that, hey, I can even come back with a 0-3. And he showed us that. Did he even died anymore after that? Those 3 deaths? I don't think. Maybe one time, if I'm not sure. But other than that,
Yeah,
he was,
actually, I don't think so. I think he only died 3 times. He
yeah, he was on
powered
a
up.
killing spree.
Yeah, he powered up like Naruto from all the defeats, and then he delivered the justice.
He had a
That's
plot
something that,
armor.
yeah, that's something that Scared would say for sure. So I had to do it. I had to do it in memory of him. Right. He didn't die. Don't worry. Just that he isn't here. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. He's well. He's well. He's okay. He's okay. Don't worry. Scary is fine. Okay. Well, we will be having the second semifinals, I believe. I'm just waiting on the confirmation if we are hopping into a break or if we are staying on and we will have the second semifinals right away. But yeah, if this is the first finalist, it's going to be spicy. No matter who else will be their opponent in the grand finals, this is going to be a tough battle because oh man, like first game it was kind of just okay, they won because they were in a lead, they played well. Okay, a lot of teams can do that. But playing from a deficit, playing from behind and then turn it around into a win, wow, that takes a lot of skill. That's where you really know if the team is good or if it's great. And from what I saw right now, White Kids look great.
Yes, they actually look. But keep in mind that they had a team that seemed that is not as experienced as them, right? So next they will have someone as experienced as them or even more. So if they fall behind, it's not guaranteed that they can come back again. So they need to be careful how they manage the early game because if they do that again, it's not a sure thing that they can come back. So yeah, I enjoyed watching them coming back. Uh, it was a surprise and it was a very pleasant surprise, right? So it was nice to watch. It was nice to watch. And also, do you think that maybe with that vengeance, Sisi would have been sustaining more for his team? Would have been that a game changer? That only spell? Of course,
Vengeance, it
more,
could have
but still.
it could have definitely helped. I know it's just a single spell. And also what could have helped is that instead of third item after Anticuras, she went for brute force, but she could have went for something straight up defensive like Oracle or even more defenses. Just something that just gives you those defensive stands because there was basically zero front line. But right now, let's talk what will happen after a break because we will be hopping into a short one. But after that, we will have Shui against Itami, the second semifinal. And Itami, those are experienced bunch. So it will be very good. Don't go anywhere. Drop a like, drop a follow if you didn't. It's okay, PK. Hello and welcome back to the broadcast brought to you by ESEL. Here it's me on the desk, Warren1X, joined by Alice, who will be joining us shortly. But let's use that time. Let's use that time to talk about what will be right upcoming. It will be, as we mentioned before, Itami. That's a roster every lover of FastCup should know. We saw their faces over here, and we will have Shui against them, which, at least for me, after we will see the players, I might. All right, yeah, we have the players here. Let's see. What do we have here? All right. Yeah, we have the Itami roster. We have Shishenchi, Dante, Lin, Titan, and Zayak. That's the guys we know. Well, on the other side, we have Sion the Bronx, Soda, Untouch, Heiko, and Tatsumi. Some of the players I know as well, actually. I saw them a couple times, but the rest, they are mystery. It's a mystery box. Alice, welcome back.
Hey, thank you. So you and also I heard about Itami. I didn't watch their games yet, so it will be a first for me. And I'm actually curious to see how are they gonna shine. We see some bands already, Freya, Harley, and Marcel. Looks like they are not letting Marcel or Freya open like in the past two games we've seen so far. So I'm curious if they're gonna let Zuxin open and no one is gonna pick it, or they're just gonna get rid of her.
Yeah, that's the big question. Honestly, from my perspective, I'm not a mid laner, but from my perspective, I feel like Juxin is not that hard. So I'm surprised when teams don't pick her up, but I might be super wrong and she might be the hardest mid laner. So I am up for debate, but I just feel like every time I play against her, every time I play with her, I feel like the kit is not that hard to execute.
Ooh, okay, okay. But Sora and Baksha, we are gonna see a Valentina ban maybe.
Nah, she's going through. Look, is she?
Okay, Var. Okay, I want to see this. I want to see this. I actually want to see
You will
if.
be happy. If she goes through, you will be happy.
Mm, but if not, then Kaja will be open.
That's also true. You like Kaja? I like Kaja, by the way. I
I
grew to
like it in
like
my
him.
team.
Yeah, that's the big part. In my team. Against me, ooh, I hate Kaja. He is such a menace.
So.
Okay, Juxin ban. That's what we expected. But now Valent...
Ooh.
No, it's a Feathers. It's the Bonk Man. He is there to ready to basketball. To drop the balls in the baskets. He's there to
Okay.
bonk.
Bro, that was insta peak. Like, not even a second. It was half of a second and he, boom, 4 Vs. But now, they have a Kaja. Okay, they have a Kaja open. And the Valentina. They can pick both of them actually. And if I'm not
They
wrong,
could.
bro, Valentina with 4 Vs ultimate. Isn't that good?
Yeah, she gets all the spells. She gets the ult and all the
Ooh,
spells as well.
yes.
The only thing she's lacking, kind of, is the tankiness. Because if you don't build it herself, then she doesn't really have it. But yeah, she does a lot of damage. Okay, there is the Kaja. You called it. You called it. I don't know where you are getting the scripts from. It was the same with Zakota earlier today. Like, what is going on? Where you have the scripts? Alice, did you get one? Did I miss something? Should I have checked my mail? What's going on?
I don't know, bro. Do you want me to send them to you? I
Yeah, you
know
should.
the
You should.
players,
Is it in
maybe.
PDF?
No, I don't know the players. Sorry.
You don't have the script. Ah, man, you bait me like that. All right, back to the
Sorry.
draft. We have Kari, we have Satyan.
I was kind of
Kari
expected.
feels. Yeah, go on.
I was about to say that was kind of expected. So Carrie and Zetian, when you have Valentina, it's okay. It's either that or Ivy. So those two are the, or maybe Kimmy. Maybe Kimmy is not that bad also. So those three
Also,
are kind of the ones to play.
Glue is your typical guy against Carrie. He's so good. He's so good against her. Also, he has a decent lane against Favos. He has just one dash, and he's pretty annoying.
Okay, they got Kali out, so they don't want enemies to have a pick-off hero like themselves. They have the Kaja. But bro, look at this. They ban Kalea. Let them pick it. You have a Kaja and a Valentina, my guy. You just
Yeah,
pick
that
off it.
I
Bro,
agree. I agree. That's a little bit yeah, that's a little bit weird.
bro. You catch him in the mid lane, right? In the middle of the map, and he dies in your base, in your fountain. With Kaja and Valentina. That would be crazy.
And with glue, glue can do the
And glue,
same.
and glue, and glue. Bro, this is some
I
crazy
mean,
draft here.
he can yeah, they can just take a like if everything goes perfectly, of course.
Yeah.
Then they can literally take a guy from mid lane and he dies on your like second tower, something like that.
Okay, they got Hylos, Moskov, and YSS out. Grok is still wait, no. Let me stop here. Let me stop. I was about to say Grok, good option versus Kaja, but remember that you have that Valentina. So they
Yeah,
also so now that I think about more deeply about this Hylos is the best roam pick when you have an enemy Valentina because it's not quite helping that ultimate for Valentina as it
it
is for
is.
Hylos. But they got it out. So
Smart move.
so what they have now? Would they go for a support? Oh no, the Gato Kacha. But still it's the
I think
AOG.
yeah, she can steal the AOG, but
Mhm.
how much damage does it do? It do a lot of damage if she steals it? I'm not sure.
It's not about the damage. It's about the setup,
I know.
right?
It is about. But if you look at the comp of the red team, if
Yes.
you look at Shui's team comp, they don't really have that much damage. So if Valentina doesn't steal a damage ult, like Favos's or
Mhm.
even the Speedy Lightwheels or even Zetians, and she steals just AOG, the setup is not really gonna do anyone a favor. Alright, they will have a marksman on top, but if you look, the damage is not really there.
Hmm.
I feel
You're
like
right. You're right.
you might
You're right.
be against me, but
No. You're perfectly right, bro. You're perfectly right. Still, it's Valentina. She herself has some quite nice damage, if you ask me. And then it's Suya. And if they
yeah,
pick a good marksman, maybe Claude or
I
Obsidia.
think Claude. Obsidia. How
Claude.
how how does she do into carry though? How is the matchup?
If Carrie doesn't have the Purify, she's kind of killing Carrie.
All right. Well, then I'm all up for it.
But also there's a Granger open for bigger range for the Dead Sonata, keeping them distance and being annoying. Or maybe the Beatrix. Silly me. Or nah, Claude. My first option. Let's go.
It's a Claude. We have the team comps completed. Yeah, before you try to ask me which comp I like more, is the left one. It has a Favos. Of course, I like it more. But on the other hand, which comp you like more? Where you feel like the draft has been a little bit more flawless?
So me, I don't know about flawless, but me personally, I love Shui's draft. It's a bit lacking the damage. Of course, you have Suyu, level 3, all skills, early game, deadly. You have a Glue, level 2, again, annoying. You have a Claude for late game, scaling, damage, all you need. But then you have a Frederian, you have Carry, Katotkacha, and Zichian. And let's not forget about Fovius that can just jump on top of your head here and there and be annoying, tanky, and deal a lot of damage as well. So I don't know
Well,
about you.
they will have to find out which comp is the stronger one, but in the end
Yes,
it might even be the team with the weaker comp if they execute properly. Itami against Shui, the second semifinals are coming right up. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. There is the battle to be done.
there is indeed. And we are seeing some nice pokes in the maze already. I want to see more. I want to see more. I saw cards are a bit pushed back there. It's kind of low HP. Oh, and force a recall? Nah, he's just there for fun.
Oh, Gaja.
Oh.
That was risky.
That was dangerous move.
There is Untouch actually putting himself in the danger. It looks like Shui really like the adrenaline. They might even go rock climbing on the weekends.
They need to recall. They need their HP power back to full for the next minion wave. But look like Zitian is it's keeping them there a bit, pushing them more to the limit. And
Yeah, and
Soda, bro,
this is
what?
why I told you that the matchup is so annoying. If you play into Glue as
Bro, what?
Pebbles, it's so disgusting. Tatsumi trying to go for that pick off. The problem is that his first spell has the same range as your first spell. So you're constantly at the same range as him. And the only way you can get to him is your ult after you have it, or your passive before you have it. Zach, you are Gatot. I
4v2.
know you are tanky, but be careful,
Ooh.
my man.
They had a chance to start the fight. They were 4v2 with Phoebus going back to base. Okay, they didn't know that, but still 4v3 possible. Ooh.
Oh, wow, this is a one-shot. Sion, what were you doing, my man? This was an overstep. Big overstep. Soda with an ult. Tatsumi too. Untouched. He stole the Zetian's ult. Zach doesn't have S. Oh, there's big engage. Big bonks. Magic wave coming from Titan, and he gets the pick off. Tatsumi is dead. And now they chase for more. Soda with an ult. Jumps in, doing damage. Oh, he gets the kill.
Nice.
Zach. He has the reset now. He can use it again. If he gets the stacks, he can use it again. Sion now back in default. He used it again. That's the worst part about this little guy, this little fat guy on the XP, man. He gets the kill. He uses it. He uses it again. Oh man, like very ever in a fight where he got like 3 or more kills.
I think everybody
That's
annoying. Pure madness. Just see this guy. Bro, he just finished on ult, he kills, and now 1 second later he's using on someone else. Bro, just chill out, bro. Go back. Let us breathe. But no, he didn't let them breathe. The Soda went in again and wanted more. They looked like they were fighting. They were holding their ground, even though they lost that little fight there. Itami won it. With starting with Kaja, somehow he just got bursted out very fast there in the mid. And from there just was free turtle and even more.
Lin level 7. He's actually 1 level ahead of Tatsumi. So that's good news for him. Actually a full level ahead. That is surprising. Usually when you see Assassin against a tank matchup, Assassin takes the lead in the
Yes.
XP, but that's not the case this time.
I was about to say that I don't know how this guy do it. When I play a tank in the jungle, I'm always behind the enemy assassin. So this guy must be smart, but he had the first blood there with his team. Then he got the turtle. So maybe that was his point of reaching the level ahead. And his
Also,
jungle,
he has the molten core, so he farms a little
Yes.
bit faster.
Of course.
Oh, Dante, Heiko, Dante, with the speedy light wheels. Dante getting almost the pick off, but kinda not really. Heiko half HP, so I might have over-exaggerated. Terrify, Titan, you getting stacked up by Soda. Oh, he gets suppressed, Soda. Oh, he got the ult off, and now it's playtime. Now he will do whatever he wants. Well, not for long. He needed to hop off. But actually, Turtle goes to Itami because Shui lost a member. Sion doesn't have a good game.
They had a chance, but now they lost it for this turtle. So it's gonna be a free turtle for Lane.
2v1, Dante, you have to play like a god, and he is playing like a god. He gets the kill in a 1v2. Can he repeat it? Can he run it back? He jumps out. Tatsumi jumping away. He got slowed. It's enough. It is enough. Tatsumi lives, but still, Dante, great performance. He got a kill out of a 1v3, basically.
That was a good trade. If maybe somehow he can pull off that tower, it would be even better. But now, Soda!
I feel like they had enough of your shenanigans, Soda. Soda actually jumping in.
No.
He doesn't care. He tries to defend the tower. I think this might be too deep. I think he might even die.
Yeah.
Soda,
no
what?
way.
Soda, what were you thinking? This was crazy.
It was a trade, tower for tower, but also a teammate for no one. I don't know if that was very good from Soda. He just traded his life, trying to defend the tower, but didn't actually work. That tower was just get deleted versus all of them there. Nah, man, better just let it go down, move on to the next. I don't know, objective. Just stay hidden.
Ooh, if Titan had that wave, oof, could have been tasty. Heiko could have been his dinner, but yeah, that wasn't the case. Zayak now half HP. Soda looking for his next victim.
They need to prepare for this turtle coming in 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds actually. And they have already kind of a half an item disadvantage at this point. It's only 6 minutes and a half in the game. And yeah, I see some good items here already. Radiant from Phobos.
AOG, the big knock-up, and there is Patrick jumping on top, keep buying some time, but I think Soda will die again. No, the wave did not connect. Soda is fine. And in the meantime, there's a big push happening on the top side. Phobos need to respond, and Itami will try to go for turtle.
They have the chance now. They have the chance. You can steal it, Tatsumi.
Tatsumi, he will try to do so, and he is successful! Wow, Tatsumi! His team is losing, but he is not losing hope.
Oh, I knew he can pull it off. I was feeling it. He has the level ahead now, so he has the advantage for the retry, and he used it very smartly. Zichan, the ultimate, the Phoenix was coming down to him, but he didn't flinch, bro. He just went there, used his retry, and left out untouched. That was very nice played and smart by Tatsumi. And now they can force even more.
Soda trying to flicker out, Lin trying to chase, gets terrified. Yeah, I think the chase is over. Maybe if Titan cuts them off, tries to go for Tatsumi. Tatsumi kinda leveled. Lin, this is too deep. Appraiser's Drive, can it hit? Suppression, Lin, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about who to hit with it. Lin, I think he's losing all the stacks. Heiko died. Alright, you got one kill. Shishenji needing to run now. Soda is killed as well. It's just Tatsumi and the rest of the team remaining. But Tatsumi is already in the opposing jungle. He is feeding himself because he knows he has a humongous task in front of him. He needs to carry his team right now.
That was... wow. I just saw a mage, Zetian, flickering forward into the enemy jungle to kill Heiko. Marksman, Claude. Bro, what? That's another level of confidence in your team, having your back in case something goes wrong. And also, Soda, he engaged very nicely. Actually, Lin was so in danger, but as well, Gatot that AOG on spot saved him at the right moment and turned around the battle, bro. They just turned around the fight in their favor, but not for Hiko.
Oh, Heiko, can he trade? No, he cannot. Zack finishes him off. And Dante now on the run, though, because there is Sion, there is Untouched, and there is Soda. They are hunting him. They are smelling him. They are trying to kill him. And Dante will be killed indeed. There is a suppression coming through, and Zack will pay. No, he won't. See you. See you guys next time. AOG keeps him alive. Even popping Revitalize on top of it to be safe. Titan in those bushes. He's looking for the place, trying to play it out. He's knocking them up, Soda. But they don't know about Tatsumi who is soloing the Lord. They are just wasting their time, and Tatsumi got it. This guy is playing great.
That's a smart play from them. Just keep them busy. It was a 3v3. Tatsumi was like, I saw him trying to maybe go to the fight, but then was like, okay, wait, someone is dead. The other one was in the base recovering. So it's a 3v3. It's my chance to take the Lord. And he just took it like that. Let me take the Lord and then join the fight. He joined the fight, helped his teammate just disengage, and have the Lord to push it through. Now the advantage is no more for Itami. Now Shui, they have the advantage, even by bit, but it's there. And they have the Lord coming down to mid, marching towards the enemy base. They have the possibility to push the sides as well. Soda is annoying, a bit too deep, but it's no problem yet.
Maybe it might be. Zayak with the taunt, not really lasting that long actually. Lord marching in the mid lane, as you mentioned. Tatsumi with the split push on the bottom side. He should be able to get the tower. Untouched will finish the job in the mid lane tower. You already got 2 towers from that. Holy shields will be popped 2 minutes before they could disappear. Will the mid lane one? Nah, the mid lane one holds, but the bottom one is gone. That's one less you need to worry about.
Soda was annoying, trying to bring them towards him, trying to create space for Tatsumi that now is 1v1ing the MM.
Oh, wait, he is. Yeah, Tatsumi. He's cooking. Speedy live is pop. Tatsumi, is he going for it? He gets taunted. Maybe this was a little bit too deep. No, it's not. He's fine. They 3-man stun. And Tatsumi prepared to play for his team. Heiko is there with replacing with Dente dies. There is Zayak, who is getting smacked. Zayak dies. It's Lin, who is now there alone. There's the taunt. Tatsumi still alive. Sion dies actually, because there is Titan. Untouched going for Lin. Lin is still alive. He jumps out, but not for long. Mega go for Untouched. And Titan needs to fix the mistakes of his team. With Shishenji, can he do? I'm not sure if he can. Heiko, if a 1v1 rematch against Shishenji. Oh no, was that a Sky Piercer proc? He popped like a balloon.
Bro, I'm telling you, this Zechar is cooking, bro. He finished him earlier in the match at the beginning in their jungle, and now he finished him as well in his side of the jungle. 307. Bro, stop this Phoenix,
Oh, it was the lightning truncheon. That was it.
Yeah, actually he popped like a balloon there, like, hop, boop, disappear.
Wow.
Bro, the Sky
and
Piercer
Itami. Wait, what?
The Sky Piercer on the Suyu. I just
Oh, there is. He has it, yeah. But I don't think he has many stacks. Oh, there's big knockups coming through. Sion, oh, barely missed by... I don't even think the Prices would have killed him, because Lin didn't really have much stacks in the form of the Grey Health.
Okay, this is starting to become interesting as Shui is having a 2k gold lead. Tatsumi is trying to make that again. No way he's gonna pull it off again.
No way.
Nah.
He cannot pull it off. Don't tell me. Or he might. Suppression, there could be the one-shot AOG. Oh, this an engaged Titan. It's on. He tries to bonk. He bonks one. He bonks twice. He bonks thrice. He dies. But doesn't matter because the rest of the team is healthy. He tanked it all up for them. Tatsumi is dead. Sion as well. And Itami finally are able to go for the Lord. Maybe Untouched has something to say about it. Can he change it? I don't think he can. He wants to, but he cannot do so. Heiko, don't do it.
Nah,
for a bit. I thought he would blazing duet right into all of them for a bit, but he did not.
With the Fredrin? Wait, you have the Purify, so it can work for a bit, but still, with the Fredrin, a carry to melt.
Nah, it would be mental. It would be mental if he did that.
You need to be actually too aggressive for that one, and he needs to be there for his team to clear this lore, because now it's coming onto the other side of the map. No more helping you, now it's helping the enemies. You had the advantage for a while, now it's not quite in the hands of Itami in the term of calls, not yet, but the Lord is coming down on both sides, and it's gonna be a problem because now Itami have the power to split push and be annoying.
They will try to use it to the full extent. They got one tower. Can they get more? They might get the mid lane tower, which would be really, really good. Sora, Titan, and Zayak are lurking around, scouting the place, really. Dante with the finisher hit. Can they look for more? That's the question.
They can look for more, but not like this. Lane.
Oh, actually, flicker suppression, and now Dante is popped just like this. Can they survive the fight? It's a 4v5. It's actually 5v3. Can you play it? I'm not sure. Titan will try to. He has the bonks, but he will slowly be the only last man standing, untouched, running away, and Titan is there alone. I don't think he can play it. He cannot. Sky Piercer finishes his life as Shui make a great team fight.
Bro, Lin. He was the one starting it, and I was about to say, if Kaja would just locking down someone besides Zayak or Titan, it could be very good. And he did. He actually locked down Dante, and he got just popped out by Tatsumi with that Sky Piercer right away, and then they just fall one by one. And Lin, he was the one starting it, as I was mentioning. He was there inside the tower with Tatsumi, and I know he's confident, I know he's good, he showed us, but then you need to think about your team as well, because you force them to come help you in the tower, and that was enough for Shui to prove them that you don't play inside our towers because you are gonna be in danger, as now it's gonna be Kaja in danger.
Well, not really. His wings will fly him away pretty fast. One thing that comes from that is that Itami needs to respect their team comp. Their team comp is supposed to play front to back, and they need to do that. If they will do anything else like they tried to do in the last fight, it's going to end in a disaster, as we saw.
Yes, and I'm glad that Kaja is no more catching Titan because they saw he's holding up enough for their team to come in. And it's not good because AOG on top of Titan, that's just a lot of bonks in the head because he's gonna be safe and the team is coming. Zechian with the Phoenix ultimate, bro, it's just too much. And they lost it that way, but now they learned the lesson. Kaja is no more targeting tanky heroes, just if they can melt them down. But at this point, Claude is not there. Suyu, yes, it's having the damage, as has some quite of stacks on Cap. So if you ask me, he should be having like 30 stacks, maybe, if I'm not wrong. But still, not enough to kill Lin, to kill Titan like that, or Zayak. So they just focus with Kaja, carry, and Zetian should be fine, right? Or
Winter Crown's being bought? Yeah, they should if they have the front line, but if Cyan has the flicker, he will try to make a crazy play, and right now, it can be a crazy play, getting taunted, getting stun up. No, he cannot, because the Birdman is now getting put into KFC Twister right now, as he's got destroyed, he got put into the air fryer. Now Titan is bonking away, Winter Crown keeps him safe for a bit, Tatsumi getting killed by Shishenji, he is the king of the Phoenix, man. Shishenji is on fire.
this guy is not dying. Those mid laners, they are not dying. They are the MVPs of their team. They are shining so much in this gameplay. Untouched and Shishenji, bro, they are just nice, just finesse. And I'm really curious if Hiko can pull off this Lord, but
Ooh,
now with
the
Zayak
taunt.
here,
Untouched. Oh, they played with Zayak. They went into his mind. They live in his head rent free.
No.
They outplayed him. But actually, joke's on you. Untouched needed to flicker. But there is Sion. And also Dante is coming into the fold.
I don't know, Warren, but those two mages, it's like they are playing in the mirror. They catched Shishenji, right? He flickered away. Now Shishenji catched Valentina, right? Untouched. But then it wasn't enough to take him out because he also flickered away. So, bro, I'm telling you, bro, they're playing in mirror. And now, how are they gonna play this Lord? They have too much advantage to be lost.
Tatsumi will need to try to steal it. There is Sion getting stunned up. He could not even ult. Sion is dead. But Tatsumi got it. He is the rhetoric god. But now he might be dying for it. Mosuke for untouched though. Oh, Tatsumi, immortality. Tatsumi run. He could not get it. It was like half a second away from surviving. Titan now bonking his way. Heiko getting damage. Titan needs to flicker out. Do not get caught by Soda. This was a great teamfight from Itami, even though they lost the Lord.
Bro, Tatsumi with those rhetoric, bro. Rhetoric god of the match. Undoubted he is the rhetoric guy. He got it sometimes already. And I feel bad for the Burman, bro. He is the first one to fall in the fights for his team every single time. Somehow, he's not locking down anyone. He is the one being locked down.
Well, right now, Lord marching in. Heiko with the blazing duet into Winter Crown. The combo is there. Can they get the tower? No, they cannot, even through the combo. It was pretty, but that's all it was. It did not really achieve anything. Heiko now looking for something. Yeah, BMI, just to kind of play with their heads. But Shui kind of wasting the Lord, you could say.
They wasted the Lord, and surely now the goal is kind of not important. It's nearly 20th minute, bro, of the game, so they're full level. They are nearly full builds as well, only like a lack of gold here and there. Kaja is the one behind, as we are noticing here, with the glue as well. They are being targeted by the enemies and keeping them under farm, but not for too long, as they are close to full build as well. So
Alice,
now it's just
Wind
gonna
of
calm
Nature.
down to
Wind of Nature on Dante. That will be such a big moment. If he can use it properly, I think Itami got it. If he can.
If I'm not wrong, Tatsumi was the one shutting down him always. Dante couldn't play because he was shutting down by that Sky Piercer of Tatsumi. So now with the Wind of Nature, he may survive that and keep going, doing damage for his team. So that can be huge. That Wind of Nature you mentioned, Warren, that can be huge for him. And maybe, I didn't notice if he still has the boots, but maybe he can sell the boots for immortality, extra safety. It's be there than not be there, right?
He
And
has them
those
so far,
position.
but he might sell them eventually. Shishenji with the potion. Yeah, it's rocking up for a team fight.
It is indeed, and those positions from earlier were like very weird. And I was curious if they want to start a fight like this, but no, they, as I see from Shui, they know they have disadvantage in that bot lane, and somehow they are giving this lord for free, but he has time. Tatsumi has time. Imagine
Are
stealing
they
this
giving
lord.
it for free? I'm not sure. Tatsumi is there, flying in, 10,000 HP. Can he retreat? He got the kill. Did he get the lord? No, he did not, but they might win the fight anyway. Lin is now there alone. He gets immobilized. The presses drive on Heiko, so he cannot chase furthermore. Tatsumi with the pick-off, untouched, chases Shishenji. Shishenji might die for the first time, and his death might be the last death he has. Shishenji actually barely surviving by the skin of his teeth, and now it's just Zayak, Titan, and Shishenji needed to defend their base. 3 against 5. Soda will go for the mid lane tower with the rest. Holy Curse being picked up for untouched. Zayak taunting them up. Big burst! Oh my! That was beautiful! Soda got destroyed. Heiko running away. Can Titan get anyone? He has the flicker. He's thinking it. He's looking for it. Can he do it?
Bro, that lord came in time to save them, but even without the lord, they were just fine. Katotkacha just taunted them, and Titan.
Oh
Bro, this
my.
guy is stealing too much. But
He
no!
got baited. He got baited super hard by Untouch. Oh, can he?
No.
Can he do
No
it?
way.
Oh my, Titan actually trading his life for the immortality on Heiko. That's so huge. Through the help of Shishenji. Wow, that was great.
Bro, I thought he's just gonna die, but somehow, bro, Shishenji, this guy, it's incredible. Bro, he saved himself, right, with the flicker earlier, and he saved now his teammate for quite a bit, but still used some resources from the enemies. So it's still good. So you have your teammate back in like what, from now 30 seconds, but the enemy doesn't have the immortality for full 2 minutes. So when your teammate is gonna be back, there is still gonna be the cooldown on that immortality, and in that huge time, you still have the momentum to make a fight and take him out because he doesn't have the item swap, only the freeze. We know he played with the freeze, with the blazing duet, helped him us to go back from the fight, but now no more the immortality. So if he freezes and go back and someone is chasing him, he's not gonna be safe anymore, Warren.
He will not be safe anymore, as you say so. Also, 2 immortalities being buyed up for Itami. 1 is for Zack, 2nd is for Dante. So now he solved the shoes, he has the immortality. So that means that he has potentially 2 tools to survive. 1 is against the physical damage. Oh, 3rd immortality being bought for Lin, so keep an eye on that. Also, Winter Crown for Soda. So many utilities, as it's usual for those late game team fights. Only people that are missing some tools like that are Titan and Shishenji on the side of Itami. And for Shui, there's a couple of players missing them. That would be Untouched. And Tatsumi, I believe he doesn't have his.
Tatsumi should have it if I'm not wrong, the immortality. So
oh yeah, he has. And now a fight starts. Soda! Oh no! Ooh. He was able to ult, but he gets killed. They don't care. Lin got bursted as well though. Untouched, legendary. And there is Titan leading the charge, knocking them up, healing himself. He has the Winter Crown to buy him some time. He has the immortality. Did he swap it? I think he did. He's still alive. The fight continues. Dante smacking them around with the shurikens. Speedy Lloyd wheels. Untouched going for the backline play, going for Shishenji. I don't think Shishenji can run, but he did half HP damage. Zayak could be dying here. Runs with AOG. He doesn't have immortality. Oh, Untouched wasted the flicker. He flickered into a wall. Dante, can he play it? He cannot. He has immortality. He will revive. Tatsumi did not hit, and there's a knockout from Titan. Tatsumi could be getting killed. No, he has the Winter Crown swap, and he runs. He survives. It's just Titan and Dante against 3 members. But I don't think Shui will follow through. I think they will run back to their base after a 1-team fight.
They need to defend indeed. Bro, what is this fight, man? They fought for like a couple of seconds, more close to a minute.
Like a minute. Like a minute
that was
and a half.
Close to a minute. Bro, they started the fight at Lord that ended up at the Blue base, at Itami's base into the tower. That was crazy. And the item swap from Tatsumi, the help from Heiko, bro, that was clean. That was clean. And Untouched delivering the final blow on Shishenji. He actually pulled off. He actually sent to the base for the first time in 25 minutes. Shishenji with a 5-1-15. Untouched being the one and only from this entire battlefield.
With the 0 deaths.
0, bro. Wow.
Yeah, he is cooking. He's on a streak. Can he keep it up until the end of the game? Well, we will find out. Though I also like to highlight that Titan also item swapped. He had Winter Crown into Immortality. So item swaps all across the board. Those players, we know they are quick. They can do this. But can they defend the base? That's the big question. Can Itami defend this Lord? But sure, it doesn't really seem like they want much. It feels like they just want one tower and that will be it because Heiko is not really there. Well, actually, there's a fight happening. Titan is there with Zayak. Oh, there is the glue with the grab. Danten needs to run. No, he cannot. He got pulled back in even through Rose Gold Meteor. He does. Titan needs to run as well. Lin dies. There's a Sky Piercer proc, killing spree. Base Crystal getting attacked and it's destroyed as Shoei finally take the win after the longest game of today so far.
Bro, this is pure madness. This was the most back and forth game I've ever seen, 23-22, and the match was lasting 26 minutes and a half. So, pro, untouched with a clean score, not that. I know we both knew Itami, but I don't know from where Shui came, but they proved to us that they are a power to be afraid of. They started, let's say, okay, equally, but then Itami had the advantage, and now in the end, after 26 minutes, they finally got the crystal down. Ooh.
You know what's the worst part? The worst part is if you are Itami, because now you have such a gigantic task in front of you. Because after 26 minutes to lose a game, I don't know if the viewers can imagine it. I don't know if you can imagine it, but it's horrible. Like even in a ranked, it's horrible. But in esport, in competitive, oh, it's brutal.
I mean, yes, you play for 26 minutes just to lose. It's it's a pressure because now they need to win this if they want to have one more chance. So this is their final chance to keep going and actually get the win in the series. But also it's a end game for Shui. So if they can make it with this one, I'm curious if somehow they can make the match even longer, or if they will just make it shorter and move on.
Well, it will be a true test to Itami's perseverance. How can they shake it off and pretend like nothing happened? Because they need to reverse sweep right now. I know it's a BO3. Usually BO3 reverse sweeps are not so crazy because it's just like one game, you lose, then you reverse sweep, right? It's not like BO5s or BO7s. I agree. But still, they have to reverse sweep if they want to win. So they need to get two consecutive wins because even one win is not enough. Their opponents are right now on the match point, Shui are on the match point. And by the way, Itami chose the red side, which is surprising because usually you see teams a little bit gravitating more towards the blue. I think Kronos was mentioning it lately when he was casting somewhere that kind of it started in MPL PH that the teams started winning more on the blue side lately.
It can be true, but also in a point of view, comparing your point of view and what Kronos said, I'm thinking, and I have some friends that are playing in some tournaments, that they are likely to just give away the first pick because you just trade one pick, but you can take two massive picks, you know? So
Hmm.
it's ish, right? But now, why they didn't ban? I'm curious. They didn't ban the hero, they banned Harley, they banned Marcel, Sukshin, Sora, and Freya, and you have so many possibilities for the first pick.
I've been waiting for too long.
Carry being locked in. The Baxia that has been hovered is not actually locked in for their side, but it's for the other.
They showed it. They showed it, but now they let it open. You have the carry to burst him down, but we'll see. We'll see. I honestly, I had some games with Kerry playing against the Baxia, against the Kais, and I was just fully using my ult. They were just standing still in my face, and I was just couldn't kill them. Full build on versus full build. Like, okay, okay, that's something. And now they have the Phobius, Titan on this Phobius. He did his job. He was a menace for the enemy team. And let's see, maybe now they can pull it off better than the last game.
Well, can they? It looks like Titan really prefers this hero. I mean, he was good. He was good on it, but just not good enough. That's the thing. It was kind of Tatsumi out the jungling Lin. I would really like to give it to him because Lin wasn't feeling himself. I mean, he was playing alright, but he was getting caught off a lot. He was playing a little bit too aggressive. He wasn't really playing with his team in mind. Yeah, I did not like it. I think if Itami are supposed to come back, Lin needs to get his head together. It feels like he might be not really focused as the team needs.
Hmm, okay, my question right now, if you allow me, they
Go
have
for it.
Valentina open for
And
the
no one
mage.
picked her up. Yeah.
Yes, they went for Ivy. They have Hylos, so Rome that cannot actually benefit Valentina. They have Carry, again, you cannot benefit Valentina, but you have Ivy that can benefit Valentina. And now they
I
need to
mean,
ban what?
she can steal the speedy light wheels, and since it works with Valentina that if there is like a physical ratio, she transforms it into magical ratio. She can kind of steal it, right? Like it will help her a bit. But
Indeed.
I'm not sure if there is an attack speed part of the ult, because if there is not, then the ult is really bad.
Mm, yeah, it can benefit a bit, as you mentioned, but talking about the impact in the fights, I don't think it's gonna be as big as it should be with Ivy, or maybe with a potential, let's say, Yuzong, because they have Yuzong open. It can be a choice, but still, they banned Glue, they banned Lapu and Zacian. So, what they can ban now, they can still go for a Kalia ban, Grog ban, maybe Roamers, or more mid laners. So now they can go with Valentina ban.
Mm. Well, they definitely don't like Zetian. That's what I can tell you for free. Glue, yeah, I absolutely get it. Glue was so annoying, especially for Titan before the level 4. Okay, Valentina actually banned out. I'm surprised by that because we were talking Speedy Light was not really as big of an ult. Glorious Pathway also not the best. Yeah, all right. Zayak with a Khalid. And together with Baxia, this creates kind of a super strong three-man combo around mid lane. If they can skirmish around level 4 or before level 4, they are going to win a lot. Baxia so much base damage, Khalid extreme base damage, and if you pair it up with a decent mid laner, which will be hard because Valentina gone, Zetien gone, I would really, you wouldn't know what I would really like? I would really like Kimi.
Oh, yes, Kimi might work. So, of course, they took Zichen out because they don't want to have again a fight between Untouch and Shishenji of who is not gonna have any death in the match. But yeah, Valentina. Let's say that they could use Valentina with her burst and with RWM from Ivy, and now with Teresa's ultimate, right? The penalty zone, it would have been annoying with already having Baksha and Khalid. So imagine a Valentina with penalty zone, right? So maybe they didn't want to risk it for it. But still, Warren, the choice of Nolan here against the Baksha.
It's tricky, but we saw last game that Tatsumi prefers, even though if he can choose, he prefers the assassin. Because even last time, I think he was picking into Fredrin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was. So he prefers the assassin. So what this tells me is that Tatsumi is a very skill expressive player, very mechanical player, and he relies on that. So he wants to be somewhere where he can utilize that. So of course, Nolan is a natural choice because You could have went for Suyo, by the way. I even think that Suyo would work here. But yeah, going Nolan, you have a little bit more damage, I feel like. Like in a one moment, the burst is bigger from Nolan, so that's one thing. But yeah. By the way, is that Kadita for the mid lane? Is that Kadita for the
And
mid lane?
bro, let me remind you that you were laughing when I was saying about Kadita in the middle lane. Remember?
I was, and I'm laughing again. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm ready to be proven wrong, Itami, but I am calling it's not, it's gonna backfire and it's not gonna be good. But you know what? Prove me wrong. We are going into the Land of Dawn for the second time for the second semifinals. Let's see. Wu can take it home. Shui are on the match point. They could end up at 2-0 and be the second finalists that would be put against their opponents that are already waiting for them right after this BO3. Or can Itami come back?
We are gonna see this because now we have again assassin versus attack. We have some pokes in the mid lane. You have untouched with the mage. I'm curious how is he gonna perform Ivy and how Shishenji is gonna perform as well. But Soda, ooh, catch the bit here. Not too much, not too much. Just pokes, early game poking, right? Word, nothing too scary.
It is. It is. Also, the matchup into Terizla, if you have literally any hero, except Martis. With Martis, it kind of doesn't matter, but the point is that with Terizla, first 50% of his HP, it looks kind of good, it looks kind of playable, then it starts to get hard. And well, it gets even harder if Tatsumi is there, forcing Titan's Flicker.
Again, they're forcing flickers and resources early. Tatsumi was leaving after taking that crab, but he comes back as he sees that Zayak. It's cooking something, or he's trying to cook something. But now he's just going back to farm. As he's not level 4 yet. Turtle is gonna be up soon enough. I'm curious if they're gonna fight a bit before this Turtle in this mid lane, as Tatsumi is already level 4.
Shishenji doesn't have his level 4. I don't think even Untouch would get his, but yeah, Shishenji... Will he get... Yeah, he will get the minions, it's fine actually. Shishenji needs the level 4 and then needs a big setup, because Karita by her own... Oh, Soda might be getting caught. Penalty zone on 3, and this could be a big fight right at the start. There's the quicksand guard keeping him alive. Titan, Soda actually dying. Zayak gets picked away as well. Titan thinking about going back. He has the level 4 now. Tatsumi getting one shot. It's the Kadita. She has a double kill. Can she get a third? I don't think she can. Well, maybe. Nah, she misses. She misses. I think... Yo, Untouch, you. My man, you should relax. I don't think you should be playing this. It's a 1v3. He's getting chased. Titan has the passive. There's the knockup. Oh, and forced flicker. Titan running back. The knockup. The bonk. The smack. Shishenji thinking about it. Trying to do it. Oh, Titan, you were kind of too slow. Too long you waited here. But yeah, I'm eating my words. Shishenji proving me wrong. And Blazing Duet jumping right on top of Heiko. But let's be honest, Heiko had a bad start even in the last game.
Bro, they are not giving too much space to breathe. Yeah, they given that Phovius Titanfall there on the bot lane, but other than that, they have a decent advantage for 3 minutes in the game, and strategy is just going a bit up and up in their favor. It just depends on how they're gonna move now on the map. So, Titan, he was a menace last game, but now he's a bit he's just kept up in place. They don't want him to be as annoying. And speaking about Kadita, bro, he just pulled off a double kill and nearly, well, not nearly, because Untouched was having the situation under control, you know. So
Was he? He had to
yeah.
flicker. I'm not sure if that's a
No,
situation
no,
under control.
Before.
Well, right
Before
now,
that.
Sion doesn't have this under control at all. He gets popped. Glorious pathway, and the horse dies right at the beginning of the path. Oh, Soda. Soda, you are not glue anymore. You cannot be taking those plays, Soda. He flickers out. Alright, Soda is fine.
It's fine, but for how long? There are 3. Is he gonna let the tower? Yeah, he's going to
Oh,
back.
Kadita. The fish is on the hunt. She's in the bush. No one knows. Oh, actually, Hylo's face checks. Okay, I thought she would get it. Oh, Tatsumi going for Dante. Dante actually jumping out. BMI. And even going for the 1v1. Dante. He's a smooth talker.
Untouched.
He's a smooth player. And there's the pickoff from Shishenji on Untouch. He didn't have his flicker. Well, maybe he did. I'm not sure. But the Petrify was there. And Shishenji with a 3-0.
Bro, hear me out, bro. Kadita with bush map.
Oh, that's brutal. That's a horror story.
I just realized, bro. The Kadita with bush maps and Petrify, it just insta-kill everywhere. And Shishenji, this game is doing far more better than last game and better than Untouched so far because no more 0 deaths for anyone from Shui. Looks like Itami, they want to come back and they want the win. And most than all, they want to move next to not fall.
Oh, the dodge from the ult. Shishenji is fine. Sora is the next target, and he gets executed. Well, the two dead members for Shui, it feels like everything is falling apart for them.
I don't know if the pick of Nolan was too much, too good here because yes, he has the burst, he has the mobility. We'll see later on, but still, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to compete with Baxia, with Khalid. Kadita camping all the bushes, right? Yeah. She changed 303. You have the Petrify, you have the ult, you just go into the waves and you get a kill on marksman or mage, but so far, Untouched got the damage.
Tatsumi, Dark Wave, and Tatsumi, no, there was the Petrify, but it's not enough because Sora, yeah, let's be brutal honest, he won't be bursted as easily. But back to the Kadita point, Shishenji is playing great, that's true, but the thing with Kadita is, if she doesn't have kills and if she's not snowballing, she's not as scary. But this Kadita, she is, so yeah, that doesn't really matter, that's fact. But if she wasn't, well, could have been a different story, but this is how this game goes. Actually, Tatsumi with a great cross map on the top, but he might pay with his life.
Oh, he's gonna be catch there. Maybe?
He's not caught so far. Shishenji on the run. Tatsumi, oh, he's in their heads. He's playing with them. Shishenji missing it all.
Where is he going?
Tatsumi,
Hylos?
there's the glorious pathway.
Bro,
oh, the
way.
wave misses.
Nah.
Tatsumi. But you know what? The kill goes to Lin. And in the meantime, Heiko got the turtle. This is decent.
Okay. Maybe more?
Alright, big team fight. Oh, Soda, don't go in. The penalty zone. Why did you do that? Soda, run away. Sion dying. Soda. No, he got picked off. The sustain wasn't really there. But Heiko, in the midst of battle, he sneaked away. He got the tower on the bot side. Zach?
Ooh.
Zach? What?
Bro.
What was that, Alice? What was that exactly?
Okay. Let's pretend nobody saw that on Zach, but okay.
All right, let's
shut down. Okay.
Let's cap the clip. Let's cap the clip. We roll a new one. Cap the scene.
Okay. Let's talk about Hiko, bro. He got a turtle. He got a tower. He's kind of evolving nicely. He tries. He knows he's the main core of the team. He needs to farm. He needs to make those items, the Trinity, fast enough to actually kill the tanks in the enemy team, because you have a box, you have Titan on that Phobius, scary. You have Zayak on the Sand guy as well. So you need the damage. You need to help your team because it's gonna sustain. But Nolan alone and Untouched, they cannot kill them. They can poke them. They can do some damage. But Carry is the one to deal with it.
I'm happy that you talk about carry, because I just wanted to say that typically carry is the alpha beast in the late game, but this carry needs to play against Shishenji's Kadita. And if the Kadita, oh, Kadita getting caught, needing to ult. Yeah, but she's alright.
All good.
Though she will not have it for the Lord spawn. But back to my topic, I wanted to say that usually carry is the alpha beast, but Shishenji, cause he has Kadita, can be a super big threat any time of the game against Heiko. He doesn't have a flicker, he has only Purify, which is not really gonna help him in any shape or form against Shishenji.
Okay, this is gonna be a free Lord, as they are focused more on pushing 3 people on top, taking the tower, but with the Lord. So they want to open the map. They opened bot a bit, now top a lot because they only have the last tier with the shield in the 9th minute. So they only need to defend the Lord. If they defend this Lord nicely, they can actually come back nicely from this 3k gold gap. That it's even not 3k anymore. It's like 2k-ish. So Shui, they are not giving up. They lost a bit early game. They just need to protect Hiko, play around him, and it's gonna be all good.
It might be if they are able to protect him from the nasty Kadita, but it's not just Kadita, it's Blazing Duet, it's Titan, it's Zayak, it's Lin. Everyone is going for Heiko. He will really need to be careful with his positioning, and his team will really need to put in extra shift to protect him and keep him alive. Now Lord marching down onto the top side.
I think that tower is gonna be down, and they don't even want to protect that one. Hylos is gonna be there, but not forcing too much. They just let that tower go down. It was kind of a trade Lord for that top tower of the Itami, and now they just load their top tower, so it's okay. It's a good of a trade. If they can defend this... Oh, Zayak.
This was nasty raging slash into Flicker, but Tatsumi is too slippery. Shishenji actually getting bursted down, but he goes for the play. He one-shots Untouch. You don't have a mid lane. Titan almost getting killed. Lin, mega kill. Dante with a killing spree. And now double kill for Lin. Heiko needs to run, and he needs to think, can I even defend my own base? Will you even guys let me? Yeah, I think they will have to, because... Oh, Shishenji playing on the knife's edge.
Bro, Shishenji. I thought he's gonna be dead for a second, but no, he just went in, petrified ult, and Untouched was no more on the map. I think he actually catched a bit with that damage other members as well, because they were just losing HP too much. Indeed, there was Khalid there with the pokes, there was Dante there as well. But only from this, nah, that was Shishenji's work, bro. This guy is making a double shift, bro. I just, hey, let me tank, let me engage, let me kill, let me camp, let me do all of this. And he did a good job, if you ask me.
Counter-Strike being completed for Tatsumi. Kinda late, if you ask me. Usually that's an item you go for a little bit sooner. But he has the Malefic Roar, so, well, what else is there to really get? I think he even has the Blade of Heptasis, so, yeah, natural. Lin, half HP, getting poked down. 20 seconds for Lord. Itami still with a solid gold lead for them.
They have the goal lead, and I'm curious. They look like they want to go...
Shishenji!
Whoa.
He needed to. The rough waves keeping him alive, Titan, now. You should not play that, even though it looks good. He tries to do so, but he doesn't have the mid laner. Titan dies. Knock-up for Dante. Blazing Duet is getting cancelled. This was so bad to go for that fight. Itami, you got baited hard. Shoei are now back in the game.
Bro, I wasn't expecting this not wipeout, but close to wipeout, as Shishenji was literally in the base, close from Tatsumi. Is it gonna be an ultimate kill?
Alright, Shishenji, rough waves, finishing off. Unstoppable, but it's just a roamer. I'm not even sure if that was worthwhile. Maybe he should have went for someone else. And now he dies. He gives the shutdown over to Heiko. Heiko kills spree. Now Zayak trying to do something. Can he steal it? He cannot. Tatsumi got it. Zayak dies as well. It's a wipeout, basically, if you count all the deaths. It's a wipeout for sure. They got 5 kills. And look at the goal difference. They are actually in a gold lead. And Heiko, oh, he will be a menace, and the only person who can do something about it is Shishenji, but he needs to play his cards right.
I think that if he wouldn't have ulted Hylos there with Kadita, right, he wouldn't have even had the chance to come closer to Dante and Tatsumi. Dante,
maybe
Hiko and Tatsumi to clear the Lord, but he forced an ult, and then Hiko with that burst damage. And let's not forget about Tatsumi. He was dancing around the Lord. He was dancing with the Lord with low HP and actually caught it. And escape.
Actually, if you take this fight, 4v4, I'm not sure. No. Titan dies, and there's too much damage. Untouched, Dante is dead. Lin 2, and it's just Zayak and Shishenji. It looks like this game just might be over. When we thought that Itami are able to crawl back, it all crumbles apart. Shishenji doesn't have the rough waves, and even if he had, it would be so hard to defend this base crystal from being cracked by Shoei. Shoei take it home, and they are the second grand finalists for the today's Fast Cup. They will be matched up against their opponents. Ooh,
Ooh,
Alice,
bro.
wow. Shui, what a
Okay.
turnaround. And honestly, this is how you know the team is good. If you see them play from behind, and they did it great.
Okay. So, wow. Nolan, 0 kills, bro, as a jungle, but his impact was there. You could feel him pressure. You could feel him at objectives. He got the Lord. He got, I think he got Turtle, maybe, if I'm not wrong. But still, bro, this guy is a retry king, man. Yeah, this guy is there. Low HP, I don't care. I'm gonna dance around the Lord. I'm gonna dance around Zayak, Khalid, try to steal it, but no, I'm faster. I'm better with the retry, and I don't care about the HP. It's just there. I don't care. And then he catch Shishenji there in the mid lane, right? He forced him to go back. That was the moment when the things kind of become a disaster for Itami. And yeah, Warren, that was it for Itami.
Well, it was. It was what a rough day to be Shishenji, what a rough day to be in his shoes. But let's be absolutely clear. Even though this game was close to flawless and very similarly fashioned as the last one was a little bit more flawlessy, I could say, because this one had a couple of mistakes that led to the result that Itami did not really like. I can tell you that one for free. And right now, grand finalists are settled. We will have White Kids against Shui. I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking that Itami will take their place, especially after the start of the second game, but that's not the truth. That's not what past holds. It's just like that. Well, before we head into the draft, before we see a little bit more of the cards being unraveled, Alice, how are you feeling about it? We saw both of these teams play. We saw both of these teams get through their opponents in a very dominant fashion. It was 2-0 for both of them. How do you view it?
Okay, so if you ask me, and I have to respond very honestly, I think that Shui can pull off a 2-0. But based on the facts that Void Kids work very good under pressure, they may be able that even if they lose first game, they can be able to come back. Or even if they are on a losing foot, they can come back the game. They showed us they can do it. And I'm curious to see the game starting with advantage for Shui, right? And then to see if the Void Kids can come back as they did previously, right? When they played in the semifinals. So that is gonna be something to watch. And maybe we're gonna see a 2-0 clean sweep from Void Kids, right? Who am I to judge? Who am I to just put the win into the hands of Shui without a fight? Because they are here to fight. They are here to prove who is gonna win Fast Cup. Am I wrong, Warren?
You're actually right. Quite the opposite. Well, for the lineups, I think it's going to be quite interesting because we have two powerhouses in the jungle. That is Hamdex and that is Tatsumi. Both of them carried their team to victory. Both of them through a very good retry usage and both of them through a very good movement over the map. So they're kind of mirrors to each other, I feel like. So it will be really exciting to see them match up against each other. What approach will they choose? Because there is this Lucas. We did not see Lucas from Tatsumi, so maybe that's an edge of his. Maybe that's an edge that he has over Tatsumi. On the other side, we did not see Nolan, so maybe Nolan is something he can utilize. Well, it's anybody's guess before the draft. Both of those teams went through 2-0. I know you said that you feel like how it's gonna play out in a fashion that you mentioned, but I think it's really hard to tell right now. Both of the teams 2-0, mentioning it again. Though one thing that goes for White Kids Esports is that their 2-0 was a little bit more clean, a little bit more flawless with less hiccups. Whereas for Shui, it was more thorny, the road that they uptaken.
Well, indeed, that's what I was thinking as well. That Shui had a more rough path to follow for this grand final. So I'm thinking that they are more prepared for this meeting with Void Kids than them. But these are just my speculations. So everything can be happening. Anything is possible. But to be honest, at some point, talking about this last BO3, right, between Shui and Itami, I was thinking you mentioned that it can be a reverse sweep, right? And it wouldn't be as much as a BO5, BO7. But if the matches would have gone like 25 minutes plus as the first game, imagine first game 25 minutes plus for Shui, then the second one for Itami again 25 minutes plus, and then the third one to be another 35 minutes plus. That would have been interesting. But Shui had some other plans, so they wanted clean 2-0,
They have to
and
be
now
somewhere. What can I tell you, Alice? They
yeah.
have a date, possibly. They have a family dinner. They need to go to a cinema. I don't know, but something is ticking on the clock. They need to be somewhere, so they had to make it fast.
Yeah, they have to move it fast. Like we don't have time for your whole best of three. We need the clean two wins, and let's see if they want the clean 2-0 right now as well, or if um, Void Kids will gonna come with the clean. They have
Who's
already
going to
some
be
ban.
cleaner? True, true. Who's going to be cleaner? This sounds like an ad for a dishwasher soap or something.
Okay, they're banning very fast. I mean, they got Marcel out fast. They got Kaiser out fast. We're gonna have Shui with the first pick, and I'm curious, are they gonna put Untouch again on that Valentina to prove himself once again that he is the king of the mid lane? Because he had some pretty interesting first game. The second one wasn't as good as the first one, but he still did his job perfectly.
Nah,
And you have the
he
answer.
will not.
Nah.
He will not.
Oh, I'm
Do
a
you
bit
know
sad.
what? Oh, go on, go on.
No, I was saying I'm a bit sad that he's not gonna have the Valentina.
Oh yeah, we know. You have a wallpaper of Valentina. You have a
Not yet.
Valentina-sized body pillow in your bed. We know that, Alice. We know that. Okay. Next time. Next time.
Not
This
yet,
time,
bro.
no This time, no Valentina. Don't worry, I feel the same about Favos. Of course, I have his body size body pillow as well. Marcel Bin Bando is telling me that they
Oh.
really want to, and here he goes. We can cry together, Alice. Well, back to the topic. Marcel
Yes.
Bin Band is kind of telling me that
Sure.
blue team wants to go for a big engage. I feel like they really want to go in. So I'm expecting Khalid, I'm expecting Grok, I'm expecting Sora even. I'm expecting Claude, I'm expecting this kind of heroes. That's what it's telling me so far.
Hmm. Okay, so with those type of heroes, maybe we're gonna see again some Ivy in the mid lane for Untouch with the boxing, right? Or maybe Zichen. That could, and not forget about Zuxin again, somehow still open until this point, nearly finishing with the first session of bans. Is it gonna be open? And is it gonna get picked by Shui? There's no way, bro. There's no way it's gonna be open and not picked again.
Well, we will see in a couple of seconds, but you know what should definitely be picked up? The registration for Emerald Diva Season 2, which will be open up until 2nd of the next month. The prize money is $750. Yes, you heard it right, $750. Join the Discord, follow ESL on the social sites where you can find them, so you have all the news, and also join the Discord. This is the most important part, so you can sign up. Of course, Emerald Diva follows the same rules as Frozen Diva, so only ladies are welcome. You can invite your friends, your girlfriends, your sisters, all of those, your nephews. Invite them over. It's a great stuff. Frozen Diva was a blast. Emerald Diva will be even better. We even have one invited team already, And if that's not up your alley, well, we have even more stuff at the ESEL. It's not just the FastCup, it's also Unbroken. That's for Ukrainian folks. So if you are Ukrainian, there is Ukrainian broadcast for that, and also only Ukrainians can sign up. So man, take the chance, sign up, definitely play it out. And right now, let's talk back to the draft. Zhuxin is actually locked in, and Sora that I mentioned, Alice, is there. Maybe I have the script in the end.
And as well for me with that Zuxian, I wasn't expecting Hilda. I wanted, not gonna lie, I wanted to say when you mentioned Khalid for their aggressive playstyle, right, with Valentina and Marcel out, I wanted to say Hilda maybe in their hands, but I just kept it for myself. So looks like from my head it landed into Void Kids team. Ooh, you mentioned Grok, am I wrong? So you mentioned
You
that
are
Grok.
correct. I mentioned him. Though one thing that's not really fitting for me is Yiv, but on the
I
other
got it
side,
for you.
you did, but on the other side, the other idea for the mid lane could possibly be Zetyan or Farsa, but Farsa is kind of bad,
Hmm,
and Zetyan is solid, but I feel like she is not really able to outrun Hilda, so they picked up Eve.
okay. Yeah, well, you don't want to have a sitting duck like Force. I mean, yes, Ivy it's as well a sitting duck, but you cannot cancel her ultimate if you deal damage to her and move her a bit, right? But with the Forza, on the other hand, yeah, you move her and she's done. You cannot actually, and you cannot even stay there because for Hilda as a Forza, you cannot take that much. As Hilda, we know everybody that is very annoying in the jungle. She is a very strong woman, and sorry, and you don't want her uh, inside your part of the jungle and trying to stay on top of you, not letting you space to actually use your feather airstrike, right? So you want Ivy. She casts the shield from the RWM, so she can
Also, she has the
sustain you
movement
for.
speed. Let's not forget that.
Yes,
First spell gives movement speed.
yes. Those pokes, finesse. Hmm. Question. They took Claude. They banned Care. So give me three MMs that you want to see. At least one of them from Shui. Give me three. Your best three. I'm sure not Moscow because they banned it.
Oh yeah, Moscow being gone. Moscow is pretty annoying for not just Claude to deal with, but also Hilda, because Hilda really wants to run up in your face, smack you around, and then finish you off. And she cannot do that really if Moscow keeps her away with the dashes, with the spears. Yeah, fits the bill really. Also, Carrie, she really shreds Hilda. It's similar thing with Freya, where Freya dislikes similar heroes to
Ooh,
Hilda because they are
she's
both kind
hope.
of doing the same stuff.
She's
Oh yeah, go
open.
on.
She's open.
Freya is, yeah.
So okay.
But I don't think you want to go Freya, because for the right side you would have to go XP, which is kind of bad, and for the left side you could potentially do that, but Juxin loves melee heroes, and you would be doing exactly that.
Okay. So they got Leo more than Suyu. Are they planning of Frederick? I mean, I was about to say YSS, but with a Hilda in your enemy, I don't think so. And they are showing a Fanny. I'm not sure that they're gonna pick it. It's kind of too risky, even though I've seen it rarely, very rarely, but I've seen her picked. But here with the Grok, Sora, let's just go down to Frederick. Yeah.
Yeah, Fred, there's so much burst, you go for it. Understandable. Also, if you pair it up with Hilda, they should have no worries deleting Eve, maybe even Sora, honestly, if there's a little bit of help from someone else, or if Fredrin hits it off in a good fashion, what's to say.
You've got the looks. I've got the brains.
Okay, Harit goal lane, a bit unexpected, but not that. Let's say we have seen him so far played in the goal lane, but the alpha, I actually didn't saw him in a while. I think last time I saw an alpha, it was MOBA Zane in the American tournaments, right? Before he was retiring from ML. So
Yeah,
if
before all the shenanigans happened, yeah.
yeah, so okay, I hello, an
Nah,
HP
that's a
laner,
cap.
please.
That's a
An
cappuccino.
HP laner, please.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's Aldous. Even Argus. Yeah, I don't think it's guard. Yeah, they are mocking us. They are mocking us. Come on, Alice. You cannot take the bait.
Still, Lapu is open. Yuzong is a good choice as well for the backlines, but
I feel like Yu Jong is not as good. And let me explain why. Because Harit is quite mobile, and the only target, yes, Lapu makes
Lapu,
much more sense. Like it more.
especially,
Well, go on.
I want to say that especially against Sora, you have Sora on the lane, so Lapu, if I'm not wrong, Lapu is standing better his ground against Sora than Yuzong.
Well, it's with Yu Jong, it's kind of like skill matchup. Depends who is better, but I feel like Sora has it a little bit easier because he has the burst. If Lapu is the other way around, Lapu should be the stronger one, but still can be played on both sides. Well, we have both the teams lock it in their comps. It's Shui against White Kids Esports. It's the grand finals. It's a BO3 because it's a fast cup. Everything goes fast. I know the last game that was 25 minutes in the last series that we had before is kind of not following that. Don't worry. The players did that without our supervision. We told them, make it quick. But don't worry, Shui and Void Kids will make a great show, even if it will go as long as 25 minutes. Warnix and Alice on the desk. And here we have the grand finals. Welcome to the Land of Dawn.
Ooh, I can't wait to see how those teams are gonna perform. They showed us in the semifinals so far, 4 games, very interesting. There weren't such easy wins for none of them, but they proven to us that they're good. And now they are coming down to see who is the better one. Has already early gank in the jungle.
Wow, Tatsumi getting destroyed. He even got cancelled out from his own camp. And he also went with the first spell, which of course isn't giving him the sustain. Wait, is it the first spell? It is, right? He has the laser.
Yeah, then bro,
Oh, Pappy G. No, he did not. I thought he stole it because he had the level 2. He did not actually.
yeah, but he delayed enough. He delayed enough for his furthering to steal from his jungle. So are we gonna see Hamdux being ahead of farm compared with Tatsumi? Because he already killing a
For
kid.
the time being, he will. Hamdax finish shoes, Sion, Untouch. Oh, Untouch, be careful. He needs to flicker out and trying to finish off the job. But the butterfly goddess will die. And this was too hasty. And going a little bit too deep, he maybe felt like the broken hero is in his hands, so he has to do something, but this wasn't it.
Looks like both of Soda and I, they're just chilling in the top lane. They're not too much to do. They're not force it. They don't want to force it. There's a turtle coming up, and they know they need to be prepared. Both of them playing calmly there, not as before. They actually went aggressive, but now they just want to assess the power of the enemy. Both of them, they're just preparing their fights. As in mid lane.
Oh, this is destructive. This.
Ooh.
Whoa. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss of words. I thought Anvil died, and he did not die. Then I thought Grog will die, and he did not die. Then Anne died, and then Grog got out. This is too much after 2 hours of consecutive counts with no pause. So Tatsumi trying to get the turtle, Pappy G running around, trying to scout it out, trying to tell his team, all right, they are going for the turtle, we can do something, maybe a cross map. And look at it, Xenox may be thinking about it. He has the Blazing Duet. Will he go for it? Not really, baiting out the Xamon Force. Now running away. Xenox playing it really, really smart. Has he another BMI? I think he should. Oh, Untouched got killed because he didn't have the flicker from the last fight. And now Xion will get killed too. No, he won't. He won't because there was no pull in from N. And actually, Heiko needed to recall. Soda with a
Soda.
1v1 against K. K doesn't have his ult.
Oh.
And this is what I told you. The 1v1 can be won by either of the heroes. If Lapu doesn't have the ult, well, it's Soda.
Bro, they're playing with our feelings. They're fighting, then not fighting. They are dying, but not actually dying. Somehow they're escaping. And now Soda, is he gonna run away? Oh, bro,
Oh
nah.
my, Sora! Soda! Barely surviving, almost pulling Hamdex in a Precious Breath. Not really enough to finish the Cloud Boy.
Bro, for a second I thought Hamdex is in danger. I thought that Soda is gonna pull up a call on ambulance, but not for me. But it was just a disengage. He survived successfully. And yeah, that was very nice play by Hamdex. He could have pulled out a kill, but only a recall. It's good like that. Just delay a bit of farm from the enemy. Baby steps.
Tatsumi looking over at this purple. It looks tasty this time of the year.
Oh,
Oh, they
look at the
cancel
purple.
it out.
Bro, no.
They cancel it out. Oh man, Hamdex, poor guy. He has no damage to the camps, and now he even has to do it twice. Yeah, Tatsumi will be such a powerhouse on this alpha. I know you said you do not see alpha much often, but one thing has to be said. Alpha is probably the strongest late game jungler there is. I know there is ESEL, but the true damage that alpha has, it's insane. The only way alpha would be even stronger is if he was ranged. But maybe that would be a detriment. Right now, Tatsumi trying to play the fight, still waiting with the ult for the right target. Actually, he doesn't have the ult, he already used it. Now Tatsumi has it again. Pappy G in the flank. Do they know about him? He's regenning. Heiko is here. Claude is not there. Nowhere to be seen. Soda waiting in the bushes for the right moment. I doesn't have the bravest fighter. Pepe G trying to finish off Soda. He found him. And I think he will get him. Wild Marks. Marks of Wilderness. Can he smack him? He can. He smacked him. But he will probably die for his actions though. Expel Rover. Expelliner for a roamer, that's a good trade. And Papage's still alive. He's running in the bushes. There is a hive with the bravest fighter, Hamdex. There's a taunt. Alpha, can you play it? I'm not sure if you can. No, he got destroyed. He traded Papage, but Papage had almost no HP. And in the meantime, Xenox got the tower on the bottom.
Bro, what a fight, my guy. The gold, can you believe after all this fight, it's nearly like equal, just a bit of head for Void Kids, and now even more. Okay.
Poor
They're
Grog
cooking.
the Rock.
They are cooking. They got their revenge on Grog for that purple buff, if you ask me. That was personal.
I agree. I think it was.
Bro.
They were like, alright, this guy, he has to die.
Bro, I feel sad and bad for Hamdex with that purple. When I saw that, I literally had an instant deja vu from one of my random games when I had playing against the Grok. Bro, that guy resetted my buff 3 times in a row in 3 different styles.
Well, there is a 1v1 on the top side. Soda against I. I has the bravest fighter. He used even his second spell. The trick is there to wait out the ult. Then Soda can play. But in the meantime, Heiko got killed by Pappy G. Man, this guy is unstoppable. He does whatever he wants. That's why you cannot leave Hilda to the opponents. And now Untouch getting pulled in. He needs to run. Big stack charge on 3. RWM and getting pushed back. Then he needs to use the Butterfly Goddess to run away. Sion, Xenox trying to look for a kill. Tatsumi jumping in but missing completely. This ult was kind of bad. Hamdex will be traded though. I get in Tatsumi and there is Soda. He has the shifting skies. And don't tell them. Don't let them know your next move. He has a Thunder form, but I think that was the wrong choice. I think he should have chose the Torrent form. Then he could pull them back in, and the damage would be just enough from Heiko and the rest. Heiko needs to run now. Xenox with the Blazing Duet, almost killing them, but not really. Xenox actually jumping in. Can he get kills? I don't think he can get more than one, because he gets double killed by Heiko. Oh no, Papi G, don't do them dirty like that. Papi G, luckily for Shui, not able to chase them and get them killed.
Warren, I don't know what you see here, but as for me, I'm somehow seeing another 20 minutes plus matchup, bro. One fight is for Shui, one fight is for Void Kids. This is too much for my heart, bro. I cannot take it like this, man. Bro, 7, nearly 8 minutes in, And this is too much, bro. The first lord is coming on the map in few seconds, and I don't even know who will have the upper hand in those fights because both team are playing so nice, great, nice position, good fights, decision making very nicely played. But bro, I want to
Oh,
see this.
Soda. Oh, Xenox jumping back in, blazing duet, cleaning the wave, and Soda cannot follow through. Maybe he has his old charge. Oh my god,
Ooh.
the damage is disgusting! G with the pick off. You have to respect the roamer. This Hilda, she has bigger biceps than Sora. Did you saw her hand? Well, on the contrary, there is Brock, who is kind of big guy himself. Hey, Heiko actually
Oh,
with a
what?
1v2 getting Xenox. Helmdex now getting taunts through. Tatsumi needing to run, needing to use his ult defensively. The Zeron going in, but dying for that because there was no one really there. I feel like there was kind of a discourse. If Tatsumi knew that tech charge is coming, I think he would have ulted in instead of out. This was kind of unlucky.
Bro, it's this is looking like a lord for Void Kids, but is Soda gonna let it like this? He's coming once again.
Oh, Sora, he got the pickup. He needed to flicker to survive, but he got it. 7,000 on the Lord, getting reset it. They don't have the right trade. They don't want to risk it. Or maybe they do. Happy G? No, they don't. They don't want to. And it makes sense. White Kids still have a 2,000 gold lead. Why would they do such a risky play?
Bro, Soda. Actually, I thought he's gonna suicide again, but no, he was like, "Ah, let me just take this kill and move on." He took the kill, nearly died, but went back in the base to recover the HP, and then back into the fight. As now they are starting this lord, they have a bit of advantage with the positions, and hey, to me with the retry, but no.
Oh, Soda forcing the butterfly goddess out of N and needing to run. Soda has his. Oh, Heiko dies, shut down. Papi G is on a killing spree. Give to Papi G something that can do damage, and he is gonna make your life miserable. White Kids 5v4, they utilize that to get the Lord.
Bro, Hilda is a problem. 5 kills as a robot. Papi G, what are you doing, my guy? And he wants more. He's just wanting
Oh,
more.
Untouched, you walked into the wrong neighborhood. Landshaker flicker on his head, raging slashes, and he gets the kill. I tech charge on 2, but it doesn't change the fact that you are losing this. You don't have the heroes, you don't have the carries, and Tatsumi getting pulled back in, taunted up even, running away with the ult. It's not enough. Killing spree for Ann, and Heiko is there. Mega kill for Papi G, and I think this game is slowly turning into the favor of Void Kids.
Ooh, bro, 6 kills on Hilda. Someone stop this woman with the axe, bro. This is insane. You don't want the kills on the roamer, but in this situation with Hilda, she just have the damage and HP to go in, go out, and maybe take a kill.
Heiko.
Ooh.
No, he can clear it all. I mean, don't get me wrong, Shui still have the chance, but from what I saw so far, it looks like Tatsumi is not comfortable on Alpha at all. He looks like he's a stranger to this hero. Nothing really works for him. He's not really looking for offensive angles, rather he's using the ult defensively quite a lot. I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it. This is not the Tatsumi we were promised. This is not the Tatsumi we were expecting.
Oh, looks like Untouch is having a hard time this game. He was no more at 0 deaths, not even 1 or 2. He's having 3 already. Whereas Hilda is
We
constantly.
could say he is getting touched quite a lot this game.
Oh, yes, by Hilda actually. So, and
Oh yeah.
the thing is, bro, she was never alone, of course, because she cannot one-shot her like Untouch alone. But somehow she was the one taking the kills with
I
Xenos.
mean, it's not really as surprising because her ult does like max HP damage, so it's kind of good for those executions. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, somehow it was Papaji. He has the most kills on his team, and the Blade of Half Disease that I believe he already. Oh yeah, you wall of 2 guys who have a dash. Come on, Sion, that's not gonna work, man.
And I don't know if you noticed, but they did the dash in the same time. That was like a synchron, bro. They actually was like, even if you would say, let's count to 3 and then dash, they wouldn't have synced it so perfectly through the wall.
That was clean.
Was it even a tech charge there by Sion in
I,
the wall?
I don't think he tech charge. I think he. But at the same time, why would he not have the cooldown? Yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he tech charge.
Who knows? Who knows? But I'm sure he will have it. 20 seconds to the next lord. They have the disadvantage to 6k gold lead for Void Kids. The map is opened nicely for them. And yeah, I don't know what they can do. We know Tatsumi is good with retries, but if he cannot come close, he cannot actually try to retry. So they started already
Yeah,
the lord, they have the advantage, but
he cannot retreat from the other side of the map. Right now, Lord, 10,000 HP, it will be gone. He doesn't have the time. He's not there on time. Hamdax getting the secure, and now Sora getting left alone. He tries to buy time for his team, but I feel like he was not even supposed to be there. Tatsumi needs to run. Tatsumi, run. Light Shaker Flicker on his head, and it's Raging Slashes that will finish off the rest. Heiko dies, and it's just Sion. Sion is gone, and so is the hope of Shui to turn this one game around, and they will need to start into this series with a one lose on their belt, and the White Kids will be on their match point.
they don't have time. Soda ulted 3 or 4 members away from Hamdax, letting Hamdax alone with the rest of his teammates, of Soda's teammates. But still, he was tanking enough. Then he bonked the ult on them and just stayed alive even more for his team to come in. Hari did his job, took the kill, but wasn't enough because then entire team one by one were sent back to the base, and with the Lord coming down to the mid, it was a clear win for Void Kids in 14 minutes, if I'm not wrong, and I saw it right. So, very well played for this first game. Let's see how they are gonna do in the second game, if they want to take back the game from Void Kids, or they will just let them win with a 2-0.
I feel like they did not really let them win, right? It was more
No, of
like
course, of course, of
White
course.
Kids took it away. They took them out screaming and kicking, not really letting them, not really letting their plans to come to fruition, you know? Not really letting them do anything at all. I really feel like Tatsumi was not really himself on that alpha. I don't know if it's something he plays and it just wasn't the best fit for alpha. I'm not this deep into alpha OTPing or something like that. But for me, it felt like alpha is all right. He could work here, but Tatsumi wasn't really himself. Same could be said for Grok. He did couple of tech charges, but it was not really ever in tandem with the rest of the team. It was never like, all right, Alpha goes in, he prepares, he pulls everyone in the same spot, then Grok puts a wall, he jumps in with a tech charge, and then there's RWM on their face with a shifting skies on top or even the thunder form. That never really happened. Most of the times, Tech Charge was alone either after the fight or before the fight when no one was really there. Big discourse on the side of Shui. They need to pull themselves together if they are to reverse sweep this series.
As you mentioned, Warren, they had the comp, they had the communication, but it wasn't there because they were ulting one by one, but not together in different spots of the map. And also, you mentioned some tech charges from Grok that didn't connect it. Sometimes they were too late, sometimes too early, and yeah, Sora, Soda with the Sora, quite a confusing name with the hero name. So Soda was also with the shifting skies, kind of playing alone, wasn't helping the team too much. There were multiple zones for the fights that they were win by Void Kids, and that led for them to win the entire match. So let's see if now they will coordinate better, Shui, or Void Kids will take the clean win this time again.
Oh, well, let's see about that. Well, one thing they learned is definitely banning the Favos.
Right?
Well, actually, nah, they did not really learn that. They banned him even the last game. I don't know what I said. I still had Titan in my head. I don't know why. Maybe I believe that they, yeah, cut that. Marcel gone, it's kind of reverse bans. Like before, Tatsumi and his band were on the left side, they banned Marcel. Now they are on the right, they ban Marcel. Kind of similar stuff. The one thing that's missing is Kaja. I believe they banned Kaja, right? When they were on blue. Hardly gone. Super good, strong first pick. Now it's up to them. Valentina, will it get through? Jukshin, will it get through?
Hmm. I might actually see a Baxia ban following the past events, but we're not sure. And about the Phobius, bro, take the pillow with Phobius out and throw it into the bedroom. Don't keep it here. You got banned last match, bro. So coming back to the game, hmm, they had a strong draft last game, but something didn't work out for them. I want to see Shui that won the semifinals. I want to see that team composition and communication that they had, and how they won there. I want to see it possible here, because if they are not gonna do that, I don't see them too good. We have Valentina banned, we have Sora banned. What first pick do you imagine here, Warren?
It's Jukshin. It's
Yeah,
just up to it's just up to the rest of Void Cats if they want it or not. But Jukshin is the smartest move.
they had it last game, and how can and now they can have it again. And
They
it
can.
it did its job.
It did a decent job, though I would say that it wasn't really the game maker. It was more so like she was there, she did her job, but nothing crazy.
Wait.
Kari on the other side. Okay, so you are securing that late game. Now you will have kind of given that the late game is yours. Only thing that could really pull this apart would be the Kadita pickup. If
Ooh.
Untouched wants to follow in Shishenji footsteps, which he might not, because at the end, Shishenji
They
is not
lost.
here. He didn't, yeah, they lost. He did not make it through the semifinals.
So now you have the Zuxin as you mentioned, and plus another pick. You don't have Valentina. You can go with the Grok, but this time Seon needs to make better tech charges, or they can go with Khalid, or maybe Hilda. Who knows? Hilda. Okay, okay. Baksha with B. Baksha with B.
That's a decent pickup. That's a decent red rotation. Why, no.
No.
Are
Wildcard
we
Franco.
doing that? Yeah, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. We are doing that. And I don't think we are doing Zesk either. Actually, if I would pull out my 900 IQ goggles and I would really brainstorm it, Zask could make sense because if he's in his old Jukshin cannot move him, I believe so, because he cannot be CC'd up or anything. So theoretically speaking, it could work, but nah, it's Papi G. He's messing with us. He's going to lock in a roamer or swap someone. Nah, it's Kalia.
Oh.
They have a good mid lane duo, but one thing is still there, and that is locking for Khalid in the middle for the mid lane duo. Because if you have Jukshin, Baksha, and Khalid, you could win out straight from the early game.
We've seen that so far, and it worked, but not till the end. So imagine seeing Hamdax on a Nolan, because we saw Nolan versus Baxia and somehow he won the game when you saw the Khalid, Baxia, and Zuxin, right? And I want to see what jungler is he going to pick up against Baxia. We're going to have to wait for the next round of bans, but I want to see if they're going to ban Leomord or Suyu.
Well, I think the question to ban Leomord or Suyo is more on the shoulders of White Kids than it is on the shoulders of Shui.
Yeah,
Because, yeah, for them, it's kind of easy to pick up the jungle. Of course, they could pick up the roam, but jungle makes more sense because if you pair it up with bans, then you are really tightening out, cleaning out the champ pool that's available to Hamdex. But of course, we saw Hamdex being super successful even on Lucas, so probably his champ pool is kind of big. Nolan
Oh,
ban.
Okay. I told you, Nolan versus Baksha, Zuxin, and then Khalid. If I would be in the shoes of Void Kids, I would ban Khalid and Hilda, bro. Like just like that. Or maybe Khalid, yes. And maybe the next ban should be an AXP laner. Something like
Hmm.
Yuzong or Lapu, because both of them are
Hmm.
gonna be annoying for Ivy and Carry.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to say I was not really expecting Nolan. I know you called it, but I did not really see the angle there. I feel like then White Kids would be super squishy. Super squishy. Croc being banned, alright, makes sense. You already have your roamer, you are trimming their own roam pool. Soda, thinking about their last ban. What it should be. What it should be if we are following their footsteps. Suyo? Because he's kinda hard
Mm,
to lock down.
um, Suyo as well, Leomord as well. Maybe an AXP laner. It can be one of them. But yeah, I think taking some junglers from Hamdax would be a decent thing to do. Maybe Fredrin.
I don't think they can go Fred. I think if they went Fred, they have no damage. I also have to say that I don't really like Leomord ban because I feel like Leomord would be kind of bad. Uh, Alright, he would be
Mm,
good into Jukshin, but he would be kind of bad considering the fact that Baksha is there and Leomord's big part of his kit is the sustain that he gets from all the items that he builds, also from the passive.
yeah, he has the sustain, and also he has the damage. So that's a good reason if you ask me to ban him. Yeah, for me, as you mentioned earlier, maybe Suyu because it's more versatile than Leomord. Like you can go in and
Exactly.
out
He
faster.
can yeah, he can approach from so many more angles.
Hmm, but yeah, let's see if they're gonna ban Rome. Yeah, okay. I said Khalid and Hilda, but they went with Grok and Hilda. So that's good for me. Got 1 out of 2.
Well,
Hmm.
Hilda gone. So no
Khalid
more
still
Hildas
open.
running up. He is. But he cannot really do Hilda's job. He can do it for the most of the game. But when Carry hits around 3 to 4 items, then Khalid will just get shredded. Whereas Hilda, she can basically run up to carry every team fight, no matter the minute of the game. She can
Okay.
literally 1v1 carry even late game. Of course, late game a little bit more tricky, but probably she can. Chip being locked in is a crazy pick. Oh my god. Is that a Chip I see? I did not see Chip, I think, like never. I think I never casted a game where Chip was. Did you cast a game where Chip was?
I don't remember, but I remember seeing Chip maybe a year ago in a tournament. But from there,
That's a
maybe just in
crazy
some
pick.
low ranks.
But Yes and Shin is such a good answer, because considering the fact that Chip can move everyone throughout the whole map with the teleports, Hamdex can keep an eye on them. The Mountain Choker can always reveal the position, so you know if Chip is trying to cook something up. Smart move. I, with the Lapu, if you need a front line, I call that you need either a tank if you have only front line for a roamer, or you need
Mm,
Lapu. And they chose Lapu.
so now it comes down to the XP laner of Shui. They can go with the dragon, can cut target like backline, right?
Chunk is
But
good.
maybe Terizla, Uranus somehow,
You
some
think the
crazy pick.
Rizla?
It's kind of
I
slow,
feel
but
like. Wait, what?
okay, okay.
It's the new tech. Is it? Wait, no.
No,
It's.
Baxia XP.
Oh, it's Baksha XP. Because
They, bro, they switched up, so they have assassin versus assassin.
smart, and innovative. But I was low-key expecting the Suyo to go actually into the XP. Because I saw XP laners picking up Suyo lately in the XP. I'm telling you, someone somewhere made a YouTube video to play SUXP because I cannot understand why everyone and their cat last month are picking SUXP. From like 30 games I played, I had like 14 SUXP. All right, but let's not talk SUXP. Let's talk Baksha XP and let's talk White Kids France against Shoei. We have this matchup. White Kids Esports are on the match point. It's the grand finals brought to you by ESEL on the desk, Born 1X and Alice. And we will be having possibly a last game of the day if Shoei cannot come back. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. Alice, take it away.
We have Tatsui on the legendary Suyu that he shown us. He's a monster when it comes to stealing neutral objectives. And I want to see if he can pull off this win and go into the third game of this BO3, or they just gonna fall at the hands of Void Kids. Man, that Baksha surprised me, and I'm sure it surprised you as well, because let's say we never expected Baksha to go from jungle to AXP. So
Baksha
Yeah.
XP, yeah, quite interesting. But so far, he's really making Lapu run for his money. He's smacking him around. Though one thing to be considered is that Soda has mana, so he possibly could run into mana issues, whereas Lapu, of course, doesn't have any mana. And yeah, so far it's not a problem. Soda with a full mana pool, and Hai has a horrible time.
they have a bit of a rough start. Not too much, just pokes here and there, but we'll see, we'll see. The next turtle is still a bit far from coming, and yeah, I actually curious how they're gonna manage this. It's gonna be assassin versus assassin.
Oh, there is a one-shot.
what?
Sion, first blood.
Bro.
White Kids Esports started off with a blast.
Whoa! Not even 2 minutes in, we have like tearing apart first blood. Bro, set on, even with the Hylos, he was past matches targeted very much and killed, but now under 2 minutes already with that ult from YSS. Ooh, that's gonna be rough for them, but you have a chip, you just move around on the map very fast. So let's see how they're gonna handle this.
No, Pappy G. No, he's just leading the charge. SI, where his fighter locked in. He has the big sword and he's gonna use it. Soda, you need to run. Actually, it was a bait. They got the kill, but Hamza got the turtle. They are following through. Blazing duet from Heiko. He joined the fray. But there is Xenox with the light, well, speedy light wheels, but he might be getting caught himself. Butterfly Goddess is there to smack him down, pull him back in. Oh, but the double
my
kill comes
days.
through from An. Double kill. Sion and Tatsumi getting picked off. You got that right. And even not needing to use a flicker. Beautiful Eve performance. And
Oh,
Untouched.
even more?
Untouched will die too. Oh my, Pappy G gets the kill, and now they are heading for the purple. But I don't think they can quite finish that. Tatsumi is there, ready to protect his own jungle, and is there as well. No, there are the teleports. They are getting damaged. Soda jumping from them. Baksha ready to rock and roll. Untouched flying out actually from the portal. Endo is one level ahead, one whole level ahead of Juxin.
Bro, they are starting on a crazy foot here. They are not showing any mercy. Void Kids want this win. They have already 1k advantage in gold. And bro, they want to go home fast. You mentioned that maybe Shui wants to go home fast because they have something to do. But it looks like Void Kids have something else planned. So it's more important than Shui because they are looking us. They want to win more than Shui are showing us with this gameplay. There are still some pieces missing from their gameplay, and I want to see them finding them so they can actually prove us that they belong here and that they belong to have the win in their pocket. But until then, just some preparing here on the eyes bushes from the mid lane. They're just moving around the turtle. They're just waiting patiently.
The big problem that Shui will be facing is that They are losing right now, but the typical approach to losing right now is that, all right, we are not gonna fight now, we are gonna wait later on. But the problem is that Kari will outscale you, so the window which you will have will be quite short. So you need to keep it in mind if you want to win as Shui. Right now, Turtle Bean started 10,000 HP. I is there with the rotation. Baxia is late, but Chip's teleports can fix all those mistakes. There's the pull and Tsunami Slam. Hello is there, and he's saying, Heiko, he's saying hello with the Blazing Duet, but he doesn't do damage. He gets destroyed by Anne. He got cancelled out, and he's just untouched. Who needs to run? Baxia needing to run as well, and White Kids, without losing a single member, winning out this team fight.
Oh, that was 3-4-0. That was a clean fight with a turtle at the end of that fight. So that was just there spectating how Void Kids were taking the turtle without any problems, and now they're forcing the tower, maybe? Bro, you have advantage. Chill out a bit. Let them breed, but they don't want to let them breed. They have the advantage. They want to use it. Untouched. I don't believe that they're just passing by him. Bro, they're just passing by him.
It feels like Heiko will really need to wait for the Trinity so far. Yeah, he's even getting dove by Eye. Almost getting killed. Yeah, I think Hamdex will finish it. Actually not. There's Sora flying in, knocking him up. And there is Kalia Tsunami Slam going for Soda, but I don't think that's the correct target. Mountain Choker, keep him away. RWM, can it get? Yes, it can. Get Sora, but the kill goes through. Shut down for Tatsumi, and now look at Shui. They are trying to hop back into the game, though still 2,500 gold difference. I doesn't have his ult yet. They need to attack now. They need to kill them both under the tower. There's I getting the Brace Fighter. Landshaker is still alive. He has the shield. Raging Slashes. No, he dies. Tatsumi with multiple kills throughout this team fight. Shui are hopping back in.
Bro, that's what I want to see, man. How they're fighting back for days. They're not giving up. They're showing us they have strength, they have the power, and they are displaying it as they actually did very good in that top lane there. And now maybe they can force a tower, and they will without any doubt. As earlier, Xenox they actually forced the mid open for his team as well. He pushed the bot, now the mid, and the only first tower left standing is the top lane. So he moved there, but he couldn't do too much. Papi mentioning that he was slamming them down all the time, but that last fight he catched Soda, but he was just standing there with the all sustain in the world in his pocket, and in the end, yes, and got the last hit, but he sustained enough for his team to actually win that fight.
Burnt Flicker, that will be really handy later on the track, because Xenox, he doesn't have it for the next 2 minutes. Soda waiting in the bushes with Sion. Papi G kinda doing the same thing. Tatsumi getting pushed away by I and Hamdex. He has the Vorax. Oh, Tatsumi is going to be deadly, but he's trying to do a 1v2. I'm not sure if that's the play. Tatsumi half HP, he already lost it in the beginning of the fight, but he gets the one shot killing spree for Tatsumi, because he doesn't need to chill. He needs to play mlbb, and he's doing that quite good. The hop in and the change of pace from the last game when he was playing Alpha, he feels like he is in his element right now.
Yeah, he's in his element, bro. With all these chip portals on the map, you don't even need to be there. It was only Suyu versus 2, and then Chip came in with Untouch, if I was not wrong, and then entire team just spawned there because the portal. Hiko was on top lane, and then second later he was in the bot lane. That portal is dangerous.
Oh, Tsunami Slam through the flicker. Tatsumi, he needs to run, but he's quite tanky through the Vorax. He is now changing the tide. He's trying to go in, actually. He jumps in over, iframes it, and now Landshaker goes through. Tatsumi still alive. Hamdex getting killed. There's 2v1, but Tatsumi got smacked. I gets a crate. That's unlucky, but all across the map, I feel like Shui are winning.
Yes, they actually won 3-1. That's a clean win for Shui. That now they're making the score equal in terms of kills, but they have the advantage. 1 tower up, 1k goal lead, and looks like they're back in the game. Looks like they're back in the game and ready to win. They actually mobilized to win the last, or maybe let's say the past fights, and Lord is not gonna be soon here, so they have still time for maybe a fight. We see Untouched here, a bit annoying with the Crimson Lantern there. Soda as well, stopped by the little creep. And he's just there. He's the XP, Soda. He's the XP, but he's playing the role of the roamer, if you ask me, for Hiko. He has his personal roamer with him, just for there, for vision, for protect. Meanwhile, Tatsumi is having chip with him, so both of them are safe.
And right now, who is not safe is Ann. Tsunami Slam trying to keep him away. Untouched, chasing for Ann. Can he get the kill through the Sky Piercer? I think he can. He has killing spree. Heiko running away from I. And it's a pickup. They got one kill. Papiji almost dying. But Tatsumi for that trade. Yeah, I don't think that's worth. Now Sion needs to sacrifice himself for Soda. He will do that. But it's 2 kills for 1. Alright, you get a mid lane tower on top of it. Actually, I think that's decent.
Oh,
Wait,
maybe
maybe you get even more. Heiko. He got the kill. Hamdex through the power of Skypiercer got killed in the end. And Untouched gets traded though. Xenox. And it's just Heiko. And now White Kids, you know what they can do? They can go for Lord.
They can go for Lord, but looks like they are not. They have the advantage.
I'm surprised. Why not?
Maybe wait, they don't have the retry, so they're scared
they
that maybe
don't.
Tatsumi can come and steal it. We know how slippery he is.
Sion? Oh, Sion. Getting caught, getting smacked. He got one shot, but he ported someone there. Heiko and the rest, and got killed. Untouched needs to run. Butterfly God is keeping him alive. And Tatsumi completing that BOD. He has so much damage in his pockets. Hamdex now getting chased away by Soda. Hamdex, he will have his traceless. Yeah, he is fine. But now Shui, they could go for the Lord.
Bro, this is on a, let's say, balanced step, because 15 to 15, Soda aggressive here with Hamdex, but they're just pushing him away. Bro, the farm is just only 1k, still 1k for Shui. They have a Flay Lord indeed, but Tatsumi, so aggressive, man.
Tatsumi playing with fire. He did a quite smart thing, and that is he was baiting them, so they were like, all right, jungler is here. They don't have the retry. Probably they are not on Lord. Well, joke's on you. They were.
Well, now is their time to shine. Shui has the momentum, has the Lord coming on top, no more shields. They have the possibility to break the inner towers or even the end. The farm is not quite there in their favor too much. They have the advantage, of course, but there is not there too much. So now we have Skypiercer picked right now by Tatsumi, kind of late, but still we saw him dangerous with that Skypiercer.
Wait, did he pick it up?
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, I just saw Skypiercer going into Tatsumi's hands.
Wait, but then they have 2 Sky Piercers. I don't think that's the right move. Well, we will see. Tatsumi now has it, as Alice is saying, 10,000 HP on Lord. I think this will not really result in anything. White Kids played it smart. They only got their towers damaged. Well, maybe actually. Heiko, he got caught. He needs to run out, and there's a Tsunami Slam going for Soda. Actually, Sion jumping in, Blazing Duet, keeping them away. Untouched, getting killed. I is there with the Land Shaker on 2. Tatsumi is still thriving on the edge. He's still alive, sustaining up. Sion getting killed. Soda needing to run with Heiko. 2 members down. That could be fine, but no one else has to. Well, everyone else has to survive. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Because if anyone else died, that could have been bad.
Bro, that started so good for Shui, and somehow it turned against them. And I was the one to move very clever there. He moved nicely, and he kept away his enemies from his teammates. So then it has freeway carry with Papiji. They had the freeway to just keep in place and melt Seon, and then moving next to Hiko, but he ran away. That was a complete madness. And these past fights, bro, fight here, fight there, they were never a 5 versus 5. They were 2 versus 3 and 3 versus 2 in different locations on the map, somewhere on top, somewhere on bot, on mid lane. This is crazy. Actually, for me alone, it's not quite seeable every day. This is quite enjoying, if you ask me. And the game is so balanced. It's not too much in the favor of the Void Kids, neither to Shui. They still have the advantage, Shui, but
Oh,
not for
concealed
much.
play coming through. They go for the first target, and it's Soda. He gets melted, but Heiko is doing a lot of damage, replacing the wet. But the thing is, Chip is nowhere to be seen, and 2 members die as well. It's 2-4-1. Can you turn the tide? Can you do more? Xenox, yes, he gets shut down. That's good. Tatsumi with a mega kill. All right, suddenly it's quite decent, and now you could even be thinking about the Lord take.
Bro, whew, that's wow. It was a 2-for-2 trade. It was a good trade for Void Kids in the first time, but now, so somehow the mid laners are still in the map. They are 3 deaths only by each. You have as well frontliner with you. You have also you have Chip there. So I want to see how they're gonna contest here.
No, Sion. Baxia flying in, driving around, untouched, forcing them away. He has the Blood Wings, he can really play with fire. Claude is not really there. He's trying to separate the team. He's trying to force them to go to the bottom side.
Ooh, he prepared his Winter Crown. Hiko something.
Oh, there is the engage. Papi G deciding enough is enough, and he goes in, but Butterfly Goddess retaliates with a lot of damage. Papi G gets pulled apart, and dies too. Heiko with the Winter Crown, untouched kills, and Xenox is there, thriving on the edge. He's trading, he's doing damage, but I think he might die to Soda. He's almost dead. Can Soda run him down? He cannot, and Tatsumi dies. It's just Soda. If Soda dies, it's over. If Soda dies, it's gone. If Soda dies, Void Kids could destroy the base crystal. Can they make it in time? I'm not quite sure. 10 seconds on Sion. I might have been too hasty. I think they cannot truly go for the base crystal right away. They need to go with it through Lord.
Bro, this is insane. Void Kids coming on top of this with a clean wipeout. Oh, that was nice. I actually didn't expect it to happen, but those tsunami slams from Papiji were a bit out of shape, but now was right there. It was the finesse touch, allowed them to take out one by one, gave them the advantage, and now, of course, they couldn't push towers, but still, also 16 to 17 minutes in the game. Lord, it's not evolved, but it's quite big. They have the potential to push more. They already have the advantage in farm a bit, maybe close to 2k than just a bit. And now, depending on how they move, depending on how they react, it can be a potential end if Tsunami Slam connects where it should connect and they already marching down with the Lord. But bro, imagine this, picture this, Tsunami Slam from PUBG taking again the same thing as the last fight. It's endable or not?
That could be. That's an interesting story. It's a quite interesting pitch. Though we have to consider, Lord has been taken care of. Shui still there. They have much more towers. Oh, Papiji initiating and got one-shotted. And now you don't have the mid lane. Sion has to jump out. I with a 3-man line shaker. But it's not enough. Papiji killed. And now you need to run. I'm not sure you have the damage. Hamdex trying to run for untouch. But there is the onslaught coming through. And Wind of Nature is not keeping you alive forever. Keiko with a kill. And Hamdax needs to run. And I'm not sure if he can run for long because Tatsumi has him in his aim sights. Hamdex, he got 1 kill off, but Tatsumi's only job is to not let Hamdex recall and ideally not die to him. Can he find him? Yes, he can. He found him, but he might die to him. But is it enough? Is it enough? Did he buy enough time? Heiko will try to go for the base, and he is there. Hamdex recalling with the Mountain Choker trying to throw the boat, but it's not enough. They got the base. Base crystal explodes as Heiko and Soda clutch to out the dub. What a game this was.
Bro, it was insane. What? Hamdax played very nicely. And bro, 1 second earlier he could have had the time and he could have actually ended because his teammates were coming one by one and the enemy as well, but one was down. Tatsumi was down, Sewon was down. It only was, bro, so close, but looks like Shui had something else to do, and now it's a 1-1. Bro, it's 1-1. It's coming down to this game.
It came down to that. We will be having a full series. Man, those grand finals are juicy. First time it's Void Kids, they look super strong, and then it's Shoei coming right back. They fix all the mistakes, they pick Fortatsumi the Suyo, and it all works out. Wow, Shoei are cooking.
So, yeah, I'm curious who's gonna take this third game.
All right, we have the draft. Blue side for Shui, red side for Void Kids. Ooh, I'm feeling the options. I'm weighing all the options. Marcel being banned. All right, that's a classic. We kind of expected that. We knew that. Now we can expect for the other side that Kaja should get out. Come on, don't slow it down. Go for it. Nice, 5-ups actually. Oh, is that telling me that they want to go for Freya? Because that could be one of the options. Or it could be carry. It could be carry still. But the thing is, they are not now on the blue side, and they chose carry from the blue side in the last game. So can their opponents not do the same thing if they prepare it for them like this? They could possibly. Well, Heiko really thinking it through. All right, it's Baxia. It's Baxia. Even though they won with the guy, they don't want to play him anymore. At least for now. Well, this is the last game, so for today they don't want to play him furthermore. Also, it kind of makes sense, right? Because red side, Baxia, much more deadly for that side than the blue one. You usually want to pick him with something else, not just by itself. So, pretty understandable. VK. Void Kids. Thinking out their draft. Will it be Valentina? I mean, we are still missing Valentina. Yeah, there it is. And from the other typical bands, we are still missing, not Kalia, but Jukshin and possibly Kaja. Because Kaja has been banned multiple times by Void Kids, but at the same time, Void Kids are on the red side, so I think they might be trying to go for Kaja themselves, so they might not really ban him. The job to ban out Kaja is probably in the hands of Shui, if in anyone's hands.
So, Warren, will the Birdman be left open or the Zuxin once again?
Will the Birdman be left open? I feel like the correct move is for the blue side to ban. Okay, it's Yes and Shin actually. And you know what? I have to agree. Because if someone can kill Suyo in late game in a 1v1, you have to respect the guy. And actually Kasha coming through, but as a red side ban. But this means the little rascal, Harley, the genius wizard. He is there ready to rumble, and I know it's just one pick, Alice. But from all what we saw, especially as we saw relatively lately from TNZ, how he cooked on Harley, and everyone in Europe was taking notes. Man, I'm telling you, if Tatsumi can play 30% as good as TNZ, it's done for Void Kids.
Bro. So we know they got the rig of Yushin, right? They saw Handux. They don't want to see that again. But on the other hand, they had Harley as a first pick. Now they have to compete with Sora and Hilda. Ooh. But still, you have the Zuxin, so it can make work. But you need to actually think it truly very nicely, very deeply, because you don't want to go with something that can be annoyed by Hilda, right, as an MM or mid lane. So Zuxin can work. I was thinking about Ivy, but still, she can also be annoyed by Hilda.
I think Eve is a decent idea. Because she gets the shield. Alright, or Juxin, yeah. Juxin works too.
But now,
What you lock in else? Okay, Roamer. I
Hylos.
mean, Hylos isn't really canceling out Hilda, is he? Because he doesn't match the early game damage. He's quite beefy, that's true, but he doesn't really match the early game damage. He's not really the threat as Hilda is to the backline. He's more so like the utility guy. And also what he does is he cancels out the possibility of carry. If their opponents want to go carry, she's going to suffer a lot. He can go chest his first item, and she's not gonna have a fun time.
I'm thinking if they are gonna pick Suyu or Leomord here. Well, Leomord usable, Suyu more likely, but yeah, okay, okay.
I think the idea, I actually can explain to you, I think the idea for Leomord comes from the fact that Harley could catch Suyo off guard before Suyo does any spells and one-shot him. Whereas with Leomord, he can go Borax, Brute Force, and the rest can be tank-ish or full tank, and it will still work as a hero. Now you just need a solid mid lane and a solid gold lane to pick up the damage, where Leomord will be able to go a little bit more tanky to soak up the damage from Harley.
Indeed, but also you need to keep in mind that what you let open might get picked by enemy as well as an AXP laner. So now they're taking Lapo out. They don't want to have problems with with that Sora. And now they coming down to banning mid laners. I want to see an Ivy band. Not gonna lie, Ivy band might be good to be seen. Or maybe Kimi, even though
Yeah,
you
I
have
think Kimi.
Harley.
Yeah, I think Kimi is worse because the whole comp of White Kids really wants to move forward. They don't really want to
Yeah.
stay in one place. They don't really want to move backwards. So I feel like Eve is not really as smart of a ban as it could be. I mean, for the laning phase it is, but for the Vol team comp, it doesn't really make as much sense. I would really like the Kimi ban, as you said. So
I've been waiting for too
And
long.
the Yeah, you don't want to have that carry into the enemy team, melting down Sora, Hilda, and Leomord. That's a menace of a hero. But still, you have the Claude. You wait. What if we're
oh
gonna
yeah,
see a Hanabi?
Hanabi, because she survives the one shot from Harley, does she?
I mean, either way, she might be decent at some point, at some extent. But
Wait,
yeah,
wait. One thing. Does her passive that gives her CC immunity, does it work against the attack speed slow from Hylos' spells or not? Does it work or not?
Crowned by heaven's mandate. Your team
well, this is a question that you caught me on guard
Because I'm not
because
sure
I
myself. All right.
don't
Well, if
I
anyone
don't know.
knows, if
I
anyone
don't
knows, you
know
can
if
drop it in the
Hanabi.
chat. We are not sure. We are not sure. But well, it doesn't matter because Hanabi is not being picked up. It's Claude. Though I have to say, I'm not sure if Claude is the answer. I don't know what else would be. Yeah, Moscow actually could have been decent because Harley jumps in, he throws him away. I think Moscow would have been nicer.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. So first of all, with this that Nathan, I've seen a tournament lately played by a Romanian team, and bro, that Nathan masterclass, I can say.
I mean,
But
he has
Moscow now.
5,000 games on the hero. But yeah, it was
Oh, you
great.
know him. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I do. I think I either cast it or I watched it live. Yeah.
I think you casted it.
All right. Well,
And I can't forget you, bro. You cast it against my team, bro.
what is important is that you drop a follow, you drop a like on the stream, so you don't miss any of this action. But don't go anywhere because there is more action coming right up to your screens. We have Shui against White Kids France. This is the last game of this grand finals. The both of these teams made it through their own gauntlets, through their own semifinals, and now they stand against each other. White Kids taking the first game by storm. Shui actually coming back on top in the second, and now is the match point for both of them. It's gonna end now. We are going into the land of dawn. Alice, take it away.
Bro, I have to tell you, man, I would have expected a 2-0 from one of the sides. But looks like I'm wrong, and it's gonna be a full fight, a full best of three. That's what you want to see from the big finalist teams, bro. You want to see that struggle for the win. You want to see that both of the sides are struggling for the win, not just one side. You don't want to be too much like literally one-sided gameplay or fights or whatever. You want to see that both of the teams are fighting
You
us
want to see a
now.
big scuffle, and Sion would be
Yes.
dying. First blood goes to White Esports, and now Soda is on the run. He tries to get a kill, but he will die himself. Soda, this is such an overextend. He got the kill actually, but he died. I gets a kill. It's 2 kills for White Esports, and the start is looking great. Leomord actually taking away the orange. Does he get it? He got it! He stole it away from Tatsumi.
Ooh.
Hamdex, the chef in the kitchen.
Bro, this game looks like a deja vu for that last game. It was as well 2-1 for Void Kids in the early. And bro, I have to say this. Hamdex looked like he wants to win this game because I think he didn't like that YSS game last what. Because he lost with that MVP. He should have won it. He did all he could. And now here, ooh,
Hamdex
is he
flying
gonna
in
take?
with the Phantom Steed. Yeah, I'm not sure he can catch anyone really. Soda trying to go for that cut, but he doesn't have the level 4
Oh.
yet. He doesn't have the flicker either. I think
too
Soda
deep.
will just die. He's just trying to waste time, but he's gonna die anyway. Hamdex. Yeah, there's still the ult. Yeah, Soda is just gonna die. Did he buy enough time though? Yeah, I don't
No.
think he even did that. Untouched, needing to dodge out through the Butterfly Goddess and almost finishing him off. 3 kills for Void Kids.
I think that Soda just wanted to casually cut the lane, but that cut was a bit too deep for the momentum of the game.
Xenox, that was beautiful. Like, I know it's a small win, but it was beautiful. He jumped from the one bush to the other without
saw.
Heiko noticing. Man, beautiful.
I like to do that as well.
Oh, I actually jumping in, but with the Thunder form, he is gonna do a lot of damage, and he's going for Sion. He doesn't mind. It's a roamer, but it's a kill nonetheless. It's gold. It glitters in your piggy bank. White Kids are breaking Shui apart. Nothing goes in the favor of Shui, even though they have Juxin, even though they have Harley, even though I said their draft looks much stronger, nothing goes their way.
Bro, not gonna lie, if Moscow wouldn't have fought with Xenox on the bot lane, I wanted to see him trying to steal the turtle with that spear, the spear of destruction, but nah, it
Plot?
looks like they're just gonna fight a bit. and
Hilda
move on.
going in. Pappy G ready to
Ooh.
deliver some spanking. Now getting airborne. Not really stealing the bear. Or does he? He does. Void Kids are literally living in the opponent's jungle. Oh, Leo.
Even
Oh, Leo.
more.
He's fighting with Harley. He doesn't care. He doesn't mind. Harley, he might have the burst, but Hamdex has its own. Heiko, now next target to be executed. Heiko needs to run. He doesn't have the flicker. He got pushed away. I mean, he pushed away Hamdex, but doesn't matter. The only guy that's gonna run away with his head on his neck is Untouched and Sion.
Ooh, yep. This game, and what? Soda, trying to do something to Hamdex, but is not quite a winning thing. Just pushing him away. And what I wanted to say is that Void Kids. I said it's looking like a deja vu, but this is more than a deja vu. This is a complete disaster for Shui, as Void Kids are manipulating the game in their favor a lot. By farm, nearly 4k, one tower already in 4.5, aggressivity in their jungler, and even now in the mid.
Alice, I think I broke the code. There is a Thunderform from I, but I think I broke the code. Hamdex trying to go for the Phantom State. I think he should get Tatsumi. I don't think he has the cooldowns. Hamdex actually dying for it. I don't think that was Worf, really.
I think he could have escaped. He just came back for the tower again for one reason, but whoa, this damage.
Soda. Oh, Soda. Soda need
Interesting.
to run and trying to go for him. Soda. He doesn't have the consecration, but it's fine. He has the passive.
Bro, this guy is like he has the fountain in his pocket. He's like full HP after 3 people tapping him with damage after damage. But it's just like,
Yeah,
nah, I'm fine.
that's Uranus, Alice. You need to visit the XP lane once upon a while to learn a
Well,
little
thank
bit
you.
about this golden boy. Well, consecration being popped to heal him extra. Papa G leading the charge again. I buying some time. Sion trying to look for something, but yeah, it looks like Shy are just gonna give it.
I'm just watching how Soda is tanking the hits from Xenon. He's just tickling him, not too much, but not as well for Xeon.
Oh, Hamdex, he is going for the horse because the
Ooh.
only horseman is allowed to live, and that's Hamdex. Soda, Tatsumi trying to go for play. No, he's not doing any damage. Tatsumi will just die for this premature idea. Soda, now next target. And the Thunder Form, not really hitting the right people. Soda dancing away. He still has consecration. Yeah, he's gonna pop it. And he tries to defend the tower, not successfully though. I running away.
I feel like Soda is tanking way more than Xeon as a roamer, and that's kind of unlucky because you tank but you don't have the damage to finish anyone, and you just sustain for the enemies to tank to do damage in you, and then they just go one by one. You're standing still alone in the fights because your team is just running. You can sustain, but not them. And I've just seen Sora, that flicker and lightning ultimate into Tatsumi, just didn't let him do what he wanted. That was some clean kill.
Demon Hunter Sword being completed for Xenox, so he will be even deadlier. And he will follow Hamdex into the fray of battle right now. Soda gets popped by Xenox, that I just mentioned, has the Demon Hunter Sword. He's ready to hunt some demons. And Soda, even though he looks like an angel with the skin, well, he was a devil under a disguise, looks like.
Bro, the game is not looking too good for Shui as Void Kids are taking the siege to the next level. They already have a huge gap, 6k lead in the gold. They have 2 turtles, they have 3 towers, and only 2 ahead of Shui. But now the next turtle is coming. I'm curious if they want to take the turtle and make the lead even more, or they're just gonna wait for the Lord and maybe push. But yeah, we're gonna just see them taking the turtle without any problem. Ooh, Shui needs to wake up, man.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's not too late for him. Maybe he is supposed to be in that cinema that we talked about. Maybe they, I don't know. It just feels like Shui are not even trying. It's not them. I wanted to say that I have a theory that they are maybe trying to pick too much meta and they are not thinking can play because as not good Tatsumi looked on the alpha, I have the same vibe from him on this Harley. And I have a similar vibe from Soda on the Uranus. I feel like they are both not feeling themselves really on the heroes.
It can be. Maybe it's not something that he is used to play with, or maybe he's not that comfortable as with his main heroes, or maybe something more dangerous, right? As it was with YSS, right? He was very dangerous with that YSS. Soda tanking a lot and forced to go back.
Soda needing to run, but he's
Ooh.
fine for now. Divine Glaive for Tatsumi. But still, 7,000 gold lead for White Kids. Golden Staff being completed for Xenox.
Oh, some fight here
Oh,
starting. Ooh.
Oh,
No way!
Tatsumi actually with a trade? He got a shutdown on Eye! What was he doing? Sora, my man, you cannot do this. Alright, one dev here and there, that's fine. But if those devs will pile up, sure we have a chance to come back.
Oh, yes, they have the 7k goal in no more 6. It's going to 7k, maybe to 8k soon enough. They have the advantage, but not if they use it like this. Yes, Soda is starting to not tank so much because now Void Kids have larger goal lead now, and Xenox, both of them, they are starting to do a lot of damage, and Soda is feeling it. But bro, Lord is coming up on the map very soon, like only 15 seconds left. I want to see if they want to contest, but as the map is looking, and Leomore chasing for Tatsumi, bro, is he gonna
He
let
is
him?
not just chasing, he is trying to kill him. Della Magic being popped, Tatsumi jumping away. Even though it's that tank Sora, he still deals damage. That's just the nature of his ult. Hamdex Now sustaining himself. Yeah, this Lord should be pretty easily picked up by Void Kids. I don't really see any way for Shui to cancel it out. Yes, Void Kids got it, and Brute Force being completed for I, so he will have a little bit more damage.
I think the only way for Shui to take this Lord was Spear of Destruction from Hiko, but he was busy pushing top lane and he didn't have any vision.
Xenox getting stunned up using Purify, but Xeon now will get caught. Yes, he got pulled in through the shifting skies. He dies. There is a Spear of Destruction, but I don't think he should use it. Oh, he actually did. What a madman. Actually, a smart move, because there wasn't really anyone who was able to jump on top of him. Hamnex is not really there, but I don't even think they can pull the trigger now. Peppy waiting in the bushes. Soda trying to lead a charge. He still has Consecration, but Shui don't have damage. They don't have damage. And now Peppy in the bush, camping for Tatsumi. Half HP, already getting melted away.
Oh, they're pushing nicely. They are pushing nicely. Still not minute 12, but maybe it can be, but not after this little fight here, little skirmish, little engages from both sides. They're trying to defend Shui. They have no more shield on top lane. And only 2 to defend. Whoa, Hilda! What a damage!
Hilda has a lot of damage, and same can be said for Claude. Blazing Duet into Winter Crown to try to lead the Lord to the tower. But Xenox for Pavier's life, shut down for Heiko. Maybe we spoke too soon. Maybe it's top level. Hamdex will try to kill Heiko, and he is successful in that. And a lot of members are getting smacked. Mega kill for PPG, and Sodas is still trying to tank it all up. But he is the sole man standing. There's no one else really who can follow through. Tsumi will try to do so anyway, because he is there with the little guy trying to one-shot, and he gets an even. Actually, and did not even have the black shoes, so he could not have done anything. Tatsumi, great pick off. And if this keeps happening, oh, that's just sad. Soda is gonna die. I think this flicker was kind of a waste. Only reason would be if... Oh, okay, he jumps again.
He's sustaining
Nah, he is that. Is that, but I feel like this flicker was kind of a waste. Of course, yeah, if Soda buys a little bit more time, maybe it's worth, since Uranus doesn't really need the flicker that much. But on the same note, if he doesn't need the flicker that much, at least I believe so, why did he not go like Vengeance or something?
Maybe he thought that he's gonna sustain enough for his team, and maybe he wanted a way of running from fights in case things get dirty, like it did earlier, right? But it wasn't cool to use that. Maybe he didn't thought that, well, I'm gonna get back in like 30 seconds. This cooldown is gonna be 120, and he's gonna survive. No, bro.
Almost. The damage was so high that almost N died even through the black shoes.
Yes.
Wow, what a damage coming from Tatsumi. Right now, Lord being started up by Void Kids. We will have the Lord dance. And honestly, if Shui are moving as they are moving, they are looking for a fight. And I now starting it all up. He's looking for the shifting sky, but he tries to uncounterable himself, but for how long? Peppy is now there. Xenox with the Winter Crown still available, but he is not gonna use it soon enough. I think shut down for Tatsumi. Killing spree for Tatsumi.
No way.
Heiko is dead, but Tatsumi has the damage. He has the poker trick. Double kill, triple
Maniac.
kill. Tatsumi is cooking. Can he get more? Can he get a Maniac? He tries to do so. Hamdex is next to the target. Maniac for Tatsumi. Wow, how did they come back into this game? And he is looking for Savage. Can he get it? No, he can't, because Anne had a flicker. But Shui with a great comeback.
Bro, they are back into the game. Still, the gap is not anymore 9k as it was before
It's whatever.
this fight. And
usually when you get over 40,000, it means that all the carries have their items. So the gold lead is basically not important anymore. Yeah, alright, not all of them, but they are approaching the last item. As we see on the Harley, as we see on the Moscow. Basically the same stuff can be said for the other side. So yeah, you have all the core stuff. Like, what are they gonna build else? Alright, maybe Harley is gonna go Holy Crystal, which could help a lot. Also, I really like Brute Force Breastplate. I know it's kind of common on Harleys these days, especially when he started to be picked up by MPL, PH, and so on and so forth. TNZ even built that Brute Force Breastplate when we saw him play in Europe. I agree, but still, I have to give the plus points. I like it.
yeah, you need that. You need that if you want to sustain this Hilda, Leomord, and Sora. And on top of that, Xenox in that Claude. Okay, now the load is on their side, on Shui's side. How are they gonna handle this as they're starting just to defend here Void Kids? Maybe they want to fight more? I
MDX
can't
going
believe.
in, but I'm not sure if that's the right move. Soda, Consecration, I there in the back line, but I'm not sure if that's the right move. He got blasted.
Oh.
There's the one shot from Deadly Magic, and it's one member missing from Void Kids. But I don't think Shui want to go for the mid lane tower. That wouldn't be the smart move. They want to go for the top lane one. Right now they got one. Can they get two? They are trying to do so. Half HP. Xenox is still there. Blazing Duet going in, but they got the tower. Xenox flickering in. I don't think that was the move. Actually, sorry, BMI in. Xeon got killed. Hemdex is there. Phantom's Teeth once again. Soda, he has the Consecration. He is still alive. Winter Crown. He is the flicker. He can get out. He heals up. And Tatsumi for one shot on N. He could not even use the black shoes. And there is the Spear of Distraction. Will he pop it? Will he do it? I'm not sure if Heiko wants to do it. Butterfly God is on touch, jumping in. Heiko trying to go for the base, but he's getting stunned up by Pepe G. His Mdex getting killed. Tatsumi is still there. Heiko is there too. I is trying to change the tide, but he cannot. He got killed himself. Legendary for Tatsumi. Trying to go for the base, Xenox needs to run, and now there are minions. Base Crystal is getting attacked, and Shoei are gonna make it. Shoei are gonna come back with a reverse sweep and with a comeback that should be written and remembered in the history books.
Ooh, Shui, what a comeback! Bro, they started so poorly. It was like a warm-up for them, the first game, and then second game, it were in their pocket. And now, bro, what? It's happening, bro. They just came on with this third game, 17-13. Bro, even managed to bronze Hylos. Seon had a hard life in this game. He couldn't move too much. And bro, Harley, bro, he compensated with Untouch, with Hiko and Soda for Sion. He did his job, he tanked the game, and Tatsumi, this lady in Harley, bro, ooh, the damage, killing Anne like that, and then Claude, Xenox didn't have too much to do. Man, this Harley, this, we have to give it to them, bro, we have to give it to them. Well played, well played. They didn't give up until the last second.
It was absolute cinema. It felt like in the beginning Tatsumi was like, all right, I need to catch my theater, so I catch my movie. But then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a movie from the gameplay we are playing. And he started playing so good. I feel Tatsumi met the Tatsumi from the last part of the game, and he would be met by the Tatsumi from the first part of the game, he would destroy him. He wouldn't even think it's the same guy. Man, he grew like an anime protagonist, like from a zero to hero, basically. I felt like Harley is not made for him, and he was just biding his time. He was waiting for the right moment to strike. And when they showed him the weakness, when he got the right items, when he find the right angles, it was over. It was all over.
Bro, I think your words when you said that it's not quite good for him or good to him to play Harley, I think the
He
words
took it personally.
got
He
to
took
him, bro.
it personally.
And he was like, oh yeah? Let me show this guy what I'm capable of in Harley. And then he was one-shotting left and right with the ultimate. Sora was the first one to feel the damage when he was bursting out. And then Anne with that black shoes. Even the black shoes couldn't save him, bro, on Lilia. So, bro, it just, I don't know, but you face this guy and he won the team. It's good for them, but not for the enemy. So, okay, Warren. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, it was a blast with you, Alice. Congratulations to the victors. Congratulations to the Shuri. They made it. Big props to them. Big props to Tatsumi. And we will catch you with FastCup ESEL, maybe with some other cast duo, or maybe us, who knows, in the next week. We hope you liked today. Definitely drop a like, definitely drop a subscribe, and well, see you next time. This was Varna1X with Alice. See you around.